Good morning, everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. Did I scare you a little bit?
No, I was ready for it.
All right, good. Welcome in to happy, Tuesday today?
Correct.
I don't know. I don't have a rundown in front of me.
You need a rundown to know what day of the week it is?
Pretty much. We're out of paper.
Tuesday, November 18th, 2025.
We're out of paper again. So we're going to have to make the long trek over. I'll get my stick and my handkerchief with all my belongings in it, catch a ride to the other side of the building to get a pack of paper to bring over to this side because nobody ever does it. So I'll go do that at the break. But welcome in, everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl, executive producer of the program. Good morning, Paulie.
Yeah, hey, how are you?
Doing great.
I give myself just enough time to pretty much before the show open hits. I have just enough time to hit print, run over,
go grab
it,
and then
if there's any hiccup, no paper in the tray,
it's over.
Then maybe there's some paper left over right next to the printer. No, it's always on the other side of the building.
Yep.
So.
Yep. I'll. Do you bring your scooter? I can scooter over there and grab it.
See you in 20 minutes.
Yeah, see you in 20 minutes. Good to be here. Ben Higgins, your friendly neighborhood sports anchor, joins us as well. Benjamin, how are you?
I'm good. We don't talk about office etiquette that often, but I would imagine that if you use the rest of the paper in the printer.
Yeah, if you see that there's one packet left, trek your ass over there and bring back a box. Why don't they just distribute it?
I guess if you're only printing like one page and there's one page left, you may not know.
You don't know. But if you look down and you see, oh, there's not like stacks and stacks of paper, I should go grab some. It's the kind of thing that you try to teach your kids because, like, my kids will literally step over garbage in our home. Like, there'll be garbage on the ground, and they'll step over it. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? What? Who's picking this up? Well, I didn't do it. I didn't put it there. Well, I don't care. This is your home. Take care of your home. You step over the garbage to get inside. I'm sure your kids were the same way, and that's the stuff that drives you crazy as a parent, like bananas. What are you doing? You just leave garbage out everywhere, and then you just walk around it, step over it. Let me tell you about last night. I'll tell you about last night's dinner. You guys ready for this?
Okay.
Guy hit me up the other day. He goes, I need you to tell your dinner stories every night. They're my favorite. I go, they're my favorite too, if I didn't actually live them. So I went and bought groceries the other day, made my meatloaf. It's fantastic. Had it yesterday.
We know.
It was delicious. Hannah said, I'll cook dinner tonight. I said, whoa, okay. I'm not going to say no. The difference is she says, you get the kids out of here. Get them out. Get them gone outside. So I had to take them outside, and we're doing fly ball practice and having a blast. Is it safe to come in? Yes, it's safe to come in. So it was ground turkey with marinara sauce and spaghetti. We're going to have turkey spaghetti. Very simple, very easy. Taylor says, I don't want the meat in mine. I just want the red sauce. Bo says, I just want butter and cheese on mine. And I say, I want the meat mixed into the sauce. So she has now three different variations. So we're playing outside, and Bo stops down in the middle of fly ball practice and says, Dad, I don't think I want spaghetti. And I go, I don't know what to tell you, dude. You see me out here. I'm hitting you guys fly balls. Go tell your mom. So he goes inside. And he's like, Ma, actually, I want a grilled cheese. So now she has to make spaghetti with meat sauce for me, spaghetti with marinara only for Taylor, and a grilled cheese sandwich. You can see why my beard is turning white. My hair is turning white. I like walk into walls everywhere I go. 3 different meals.
Just order up.
Yeah, order up. Yeah, coming up next. Oh, yeah, sir. You had the you had the spaghetti with marinara, no meat. Sir, you had the spaghetti marinara with meat, and you had the grilled cheese.
Every day my spaghetti sucks.
Dude. And then what happens? Taylor eats one bite of his spaghetti. He's like, I don't like it. And eats his strawberries and walks away. It's like, it is just incredible. Bee's Knee says, saying no to your kids is allowed. Absolutely it is. 100%. And we say no a lot. We do. But when it comes down to dinner, you're like, I just want you to eat. Like, I want you to eat something. And I guess Hannah was in a good enough mood last night that she said, okay, no problem. I got it. Now,
how often is the answer just, well, I understand you want a grilled cheese,
if it's
we're having spaghetti.
Paulie, if it's me cooking, I cook what I cook, and I put it down, eat what you want or don't. I don't care. but don't let me find you in that pantry sucking down yogurts and stuff later and Nutri-Grain bars and whatever else. But at some point you're like, my kid has to eat. I got, but it's also, you can't be the diner.
The dilemma for me is always grilled cheese. That's a 5-minute process.
Yeah, it's
most.
super easy.
Do I really want to deny my child
a grilled cheese sandwich?
What they feel like?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to work for an extra 5 minutes preparing the grilled cheese sandwich. And then when I think about it, I go, maybe I'm the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, everyone says good parenting, make them eat what you've prepared, prepare them for a life where they don't have choices for everything. But at the same time, how lazy are you being that all it takes is, literally 5 minutes to make what they want. And you can be the hero of their night. They can enjoy what they're eating, what they're looking forward to. And it really is no skin off your nose to get that done.
You can't do it every night. You just cannot do it
He's
every
not
night.
asking, I don't want spaghetti. I'd like duck all around.
Right. Yeah. It's true, but you cannot do this every night. Yeah, and that's like Carlos says. I always thought spaghetti was kid-friendly. Them Woods kids, man. I'm telling you. So here's the thing. Here's the problem. I would never make something that I knew everybody hated, right? So I'm never going to go to the store and be like, F these guys. I'm going to make liver and onions, and they can sit down and eat it. Like, I'm not eating liver and onions. Bad example, but I'm not going to do that. So again, I've seen both of these MFers sit down and smoke, just chuck spaghetti down their throat with meat, without meat. So I'm like, I'll get something that's safe. Bo's like, Dad, I had spaghetti at school today. And I'm like, ooh, okay. I had butter and noodles at school. I'm like, that's all right. Fair. I'll give you that one. Taylor will eat meat sauce on Monday. He won't eat it on Tuesday. Therein lies the problem. It's the unpredictability of it all is what throws the monkey wrench.
Which, of course, is how we all act. Some days we feel like something. Some days we don't.
Yeah.
And when you become an adult, you actually get to make those choices.
Now, it's funny. There are some non-parents in the chat, and I was one of you one time. I was one of you. My kids will never eat any sort of processed food. They won't even. I saw I think it was an NBA basketball player. I think it was an NBA player. Maybe it was a football player. Tweeted the other day, an old tweet of his. My kids will never know what McDonald's tastes like, right? This is 4 years ago. Has a little daughter. Next picture, her walking with a Happy Meal. He goes, I lied, y'all. This is really hard. Yeah. With no kids, man, you could go, iPad? Never. My kid's never doing that. Never. And then you have them and you're like, you own me. You absolutely own me, and I will do anything that you ask me to do most of the time. But so, yeah, that was just a little slice of life last night.
Kids have to deal with things that we didn't have to deal with as well. Although I had to deal with it yesterday. We did active shooter training at work, and I had never gone through that before. We had a police lieutenant who came in and gave a whole presentation as to what you should do if someone gets into your building. And they do these in schools nowadays. It's pretty scary, actually, when you think about it. Obviously, the odds of it happening at any one workplace are incredibly low. But, of course, the odds of it happening sometime in the next, few weeks, months, whatever, in this country are almost guaranteed it's going to happen somewhere. So I guess it's important to be prepared. But I thought about, my kids went through this when they were in elementary school. We're sitting here as adults, and
scares me every day, man.
It's an uncomfortable feeling to find out. Here are your options. You can run, know where your exits are, run. You can hide, but there's a difference between cover and concealment. I didn't even think about that. You get behind a brick wall, that's cover. If you get behind a wooden fence, that's concealment. But if someone has a high-powered gun, that fence ain't stopping anything. So you better hope they're not shooting in your direction. It's better to find something heavy like a copy machine or something you can get behind rather than just plaster walls.
Well, if it was our copy machine, it would be out of paper.
That's a good point.
Does that change? Does the paper in it slow it down? Probably.
A little bit.
So we'd be toast.
So I just thought about my kids going, they have to go through these. I mean, what do we do? Stop, drop, and roll for a earthquake and under your desks. Not in Texas, but in California we did.
We had tornado, stuff like that. Oh, this took a turn, Benny. This was a tough topic.
It is
tough to kind of riff on and be funny about.
It is, questions like where do you run? Where do
When
you
I was
hide?
in high school, we had a scheduled lockdown drill.
Yep.
And that day there was a guy with a gun across the street from the campus, and nobody believed it because we knew we had a lockdown drill scheduled that day, and they're like, this is actually not a drill. We're
What
like,
are the odds?
yeah,
of
okay.
that?
And then my buddy texted me, and his sister was a junior, and she's like, he goes, dude, Jasmine said that there is a guy, like they saw a guy with a rifle just walking up and down on 2nd Avenue, and we're like, really cool. And that was terrifying.
Yeah, that's what are the odds of that happening?
It was you're like
the actual
okay,
day.
yeah, sure, guys. And then
Totally. And there really was one.
We were in lockdown for like 3 hours.
No, I hate it. I hate it so much. I think about it every day. I think about it too much. Dude, I'm telling you, I turn into Stephen Woods, pedophile hunter and school shooter hunter every time I go near my kid's school. As I'm driving to pick up either of my kids, what's this guy doing? What is he up to? Well, what are you standing over there for? Like I everywhere I go, if I see kids walking by themselves, I will stare in the rear view to make sure they get to the corner where the lady is, to let them cross or whatever. It is terrifying. It's just terrifying.
You think you kind of understand the situation, but he showed us some videos that were very eye-opening in terms of how people react under extreme duress.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was one from Paris where there were terrorists with guns outside a convenience store, and they had all the security footage, and you could see, like, you lose your motor skills when you're panicking. Like a woman had a baby in a stroller. She could not get the latches undone, like just trying and trying. And he says, breathe, 4 seconds in, pause, 4 seconds out. That'll slow your heart rate. You can actually use your fine motor skills, because you will lose your fine motor skills when stress hits and you start panicking in a situation like that. That's just odd things that I didn't think about. People dumb too. Like there was a city council meeting where a guy came in with a gun and said, everybody out except the people up there. And like the people in the crowd were like looking for their bags and like, get my jacket on. It's like, just run, leave everything. You don't stop and collect your possessions like it's the end of a flight.
If he already told you you're safe,
you're good.
You guys are good.
All right, hang on.
I'm sorry. I got all this stuff.
And then it's same video.
My keys.
Same video. One of the women who goes out the exit, brave woman, like sneaks back with her purse and just clocks the guy, but no one reacts, so he can just recover and like turn around. Like, I mean, you had him. You had him. If anyone had just jumped on him at that moment, he was staggered, woman. And no one reacted. She was like completely brave, but no one helped her because they weren't paying attention. You always have to be aware of your surroundings.
So you did a training that had real scenarios, not like Mike and Don from The Office.
No,
and
like
Mike's
actual
mad
like, video of incidents that had happened in the past and stuff. It was very interesting.
Yeah, we always wonder what we would do in a situation, like that. Hopefully, none of us ever have to experience that. Certainly,
there was a video of a same convenience store where one guy, he said he grabbed a bottle of wine as a weapon. Like, that's good. Another woman just laid on the ground and played dead, and he goes, not good. We've seen shooter situations where they just go and keep firing bullets into people who are already on the ground. Don't play dead. Try to get out if you can. It's much better.
Just take that wine with you.
You can take the wine with you as well.
Wow.
Go for the top shelf stuff in case,
I don't think it really matters.
Sports.
That was my day. It's just interesting. I mean, the interest is scary, obviously, and brutal reality.
You are lucky your kids are through school. It really is. It's tough. And then you got to worry about the internet, the big, bad, bold internet is the other big one.
It's like on one hand, they have every tool at their disposal.
Oh, it's great. Oh, you can learn about Thomas Jefferson.
They have things we couldn't even dream of. And on the other hand, they have things that we couldn't even dream of.
I'm telling you, like, I remember being a kid. I think I've said this before, but every few Christmases or so, we would get a whole, like, this giant boxes. And I think it was my grandmother in Michigan that would send it to us. Encyclopedias. You're like, hey, we got the updated encyclopedias. And that's how we learned about stuff. Like, we learned about stuff in school, but then they would say, all right, everyone's got a project. Ben, you're going to do a project on the Tyrannosaurus Rex. You truck your ass home. You go to the T. You open up, Tyrant. You read it. It's
Britannica,
the Encyclopedia Britannica, tiny ass print, and you read and take notes from the encyclopedia, or you go to the library. You check out a library book using the Dewey Decimal System. These dudes are like, write paper on Tyrannosaurus Rex, done. I mean, that's all good and fine.
I always felt a little guilty because I know those encyclopedias that my parents bought, the
so
set,
expensive.
really expensive.
No joke.
Even back in the day, it was like four figures.
100, yeah. Like I think it was $1,000.
It was like $1,000. You actually had like door-to-door encyclopedia salesmen.
Yep.
And I think they played on parents like, well, I mean, you're just a bad parent if you don't get your kids encyclopedias. I don't know that I opened every I don't know that I opened every letter. I mean, we had the encyclopedias. I know I opened a few of them, but there's probably a letter or two that never even got opened in the entire time we had the encyclopedias.
Yeah, I mean, I used them a ton. I love to read, so I would I wouldn't sit and read the encyclopedia, but I would get what would happen to me, and it still happens to me as an adult. I would be looking at something under the R's for school, and then I'd get caught up on race cars or whatever. Yeah,
rabbit hole.
Yeah,
rabbit hole.
Go down my original rabbit holes, and I'd end up reading more of the encyclopedia. But no, look, man, as a parent, I know there's many listening right now. It's just constant worry. It's constant worry, and it never ends. It just never ends. So, and I know, when your kids are older, you have different worries. They're different. Will they find something that they can make money doing? Will they be happy? Will they meet the right partner? All that stuff is important. Getting your kids through all of this right now it's proven to be very difficult for us. I mean, we think about it a lot, we care about it a lot. So yeah, man, the fact that my little guys have to go in and learn, hey, what do I do in case of a school shooting, doesn't make me stoked. It does not. It doesn't stoke me out at all, even a little bit. There's bulletproof backpacks now that you can buy for your kids with on the back. It's bulletproof, which is like, all right. I mean, how much is that going to run me? Because I'm all about it at this point. Put it on the front, put it on the back, whatever.
Unfortunately,
I'm all about it. Like that should be the next purchase, for our family. But it just it never gets old. And yeah, man, you're 50 years old and they're doing it. Now you're in a news organization too. You get some kooky people. You get some kooky people in radio for sure. I've had some weirdos over the years, but nothing where I ever felt super threatened, knock on wood. I don't want to get to that point. But yeah, man, it's important that you do those. You have to do those.
Yeah.
I mean, look, at this point in my life, like we do have to do all the harassment training, all the bullying training, all that stuff. That's fine. You do them. They're actually the actors in them are actually pretty funny. I kind of enjoy doing them now.
I saw one. I think it was sexual abuse or sexual harassment in the workplace, but David Schwimmer was starring in it.
You're joking. How old was it?
It was like 5 years, within the last 5.
So
to 10
they
years.
paid him a lot of money to be in this.
That's tough. Oh yeah, dude. That's tough.
It was wild.
That's tough.
So we have our
that makes me really sad. The guy's like one of the biggest stars in the world back in the day.
Yeah. Go back in like 1996 and just be like, hey Ross, in 20 years.
Yeah, you're making $1 million per episode, by the way. And
in 20 years you're doing sexual harassment training videos.
His agent's like, this is literally all I've got.
And it's the cheesy videos, we've all had to do them. It's like
Brenda.
Yeah, it's a cut scene and the guy's in the break room having some coffee, and then Brenda walks in and
wow. That's a short skirt, Brenda. And it's Ross.
Creepiest thing. It's Ross.
I love him, by the way. He was my favorite friend. He was amazing. He was in Curb Your Enthusiasm. He was brilliant as himself.
Yeah.
He's done like some good movies too. What the hell? This makes me really sad. Who's his agent? Is it possible he has a worse agent than we do?
I may have a clip somewhere on my phone.
You're going to have to find it.
We have our reporter safety training modules that are due this month, and I'm in the video of the reporter safety training that comes up. Yes.
You had to star in it?
The one, no, I didn't act in it, but it's the video of me almost getting run over by the car as a example to everybody in the company of be aware of your surroundings and what's going on when you're setting up a live shot. Don't be like this reporter from San Diego who nearly died on live television. So I'm actually in the training video.
If that guy had gone a little bit faster and clipped the back of your knees, and because you're a big dude.
Oh, it would have been.
He could have run you over.
Really, really
and
bad.
Like he could have really hurt you. I don't know that you would have been killed. You could have been maimed for sure. Like you on crutches and stuff, like maybe crippled.
Paralyzed. Anything bad. Very bad.
He got you good. That video still makes me laugh. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't, but
It's in our YouTube stream, right on the breaks.
Yeah.
Occasionally people will see it.
yeah, 100%.
It's in our safety training video through not just I mean, it's not our station. It's company-wide, and
Company-wide.
probably other companies as well.
Like
that use
ABC
it
across the country.
Yeah, like Scripps News across the country, like dozens and dozens of stations and hundreds of employees who take this training video, and
Yeah.
I'm one of the examples in the video.
Man, it is one of my favorite videos. Oh, quick story before we split. I did want to let you guys know that I bit the bullet and I got back into Choose Fitness.
Congratulations. The place you had the lifetime membership.
Yes. I was going to boycott Choose on principle alone. Because if you missed the story, a few months back, many years back, I was given a lifetime membership to Choose. They had just got to town about 15 years ago, and they were opening locations, and they had a bunch of radio people, and they gave us all lifetime memberships. And I thought, this is cool, and anywhere I go, I can go to Choose Fitness forever. Didn't cost me a dime. It was great. Saved me $10 a month or whatever, because that was their bit. Like, hey, we're cheap, and okay, fine. So I'm working out a few months ago, and Trevor Hoffman's there. I'm talking to him, and I'm on the rower, and the guy comes up, Mr. Woods, are you Stephen Woods? And I was, I pulled the old, yeah, man, I appreciate it. No, I need you to come to the front desk. Oh, okay. Your lifetime membership has been rescinded. We're not doing that anymore. I go, do you know what lifetime means? Because I'm very much alive, and I'm here with you in front of you. And he said, yeah, they're just came down from corporate. I go, really? Okay. He's like, so feel free to work out today, and then after that, it's over. So I was like, all right, well, I'm not going back for you guys, because again, you gave me a lifetime membership, and you've rescinded it.
Did you think about hiring a lawyer?
No, I didn't. I didn't. And Trevor Hoffman was there. I saw Brad Osmus there yesterday. Satan's Blowfish. It's like a hot spot for all these ex-athletes. Osmus can get after it too. Another inspiring guy to watch work out.
He's a handsome dude.
Very handsome dude.
Yeah.
Yoked. And he was with a couple buddies. And so I went in yesterday, or day before actually, and I said, walked up to the front desk, and I was like, right there when they opened, it was Sunday morning, 7 a.m. First one in. I'd like to sign up, please. She goes, oh, you've been in before. I go, sure was. I used to have a lifetime membership here, and then they took it away for some reason. She looked at me, she goes, oh, okay, well, here are your options to sign up. So they got me locked down for another year, and didn't have to pay the initiation. I picked the right option for me. It's so convenient. I will definitely exit when I'm going home. Anywhere else, it's just hard for me to get to. It's so easy. It's enjoyable in there. The people are nice, and plenty of ex-baseball players work out in there as well. So it was nice to be back. It was nice to get back on the weights.
I'm going to tease what Paulie just let me know that he found, and we can do that when we come back and set the menu. But you actually found some of the David Schwimmer training video that we can play, so we can actually hear his acting skills on display.
It's called The Boss, featuring a woman I don't know and David Schwimmer. Hashtag that's harassment.
All right, we will come back, finish that conversation, set the menu for the Tuesday edition of Ben and Woods, and get going here. Glad to have you with us, Tier 1s. It is Tuesday morning with Ben Woods and Paul on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 0000466. For a full list of games and rules, played at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
Even though it's Tuesday morning, seems like an odd time, 6:25 a.m. 7 Mile Casino is open for business right now. If you're getting off work, overnight shift, you need somewhere to unwind and relax, show up early for some cards, California-style blackjack, Texas Hold'em poker, Pai Gow, or Baccarat, or, of course, if you're going later today, that would be fine as well. Have lunch, have a cocktail in the bar at Sammy's at 7 Mile. It's really a 24/7 option, which San Diego doesn't have a lot of.
It's kind of a bummer because I think the rain is coming back this week. But again, great place to go, stay out of the rain, play some cards, have some fun, get some great food. And it is just everything that you're looking for. No slot machines, no cigarette smoke, friendly dealers, convenient location, 7 minutes from downtown. Check it out for yourself at 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes from downtown.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
We're all dying to hear David Schwimmer use
More
his
than-
acting chops
More than anything. This is
in
insane.
a sexual harassment training video, Paulie.
Yeah.
And again, your guess is 5 years ago?
I think I could probably tell you actually here. Let's see. No, my wife was going through some work training like in the last couple of years and goes, David Schwimmer's in my training video.
I mean,
I'm like,
a gig's
I
a
need
gig.
it all. And it's all over YouTube. They have a channel with 15,000 subscribers. That's harassment.
Now, they reuse these for years and years.
Oh yeah,
so
and they
there's
probably
no,
use them all over.
no telling how
That's
old
true.
it really was.
He actually probably got paid a decent amount of money.
Yeah?
If they were like, it was some national campaign. This video was posted on YouTube January of 2018.
Okay, that's when it was posted. Do you have
Yeah.
the video?
I do.
All right. That way we can look at it and I can give a good. Oh, yeah, it's
Splitters, headphones.
Oh yeah.
So you're happy here? Everything good? I mean, you're
Oh
happy
wow,
here?
yeah, for sure, yeah.
It's like
It's
Ross.
I've been great.
I mean, you're comfortable. Everyone treating you right.
Yeah, everybody's been just great. I mean, like I feel really lucky to be here.
Good.
So yeah,
Well, I'm really glad we chose you.
me too.
And
He's
even
inching
though,
closer.
I mean, there was, you know, a contingency that were like, you know, they wanted someone older with more experience. It's a big responsibility.
Oh, it's huge. I know it's huge.
And the salary.
Oh my god, yes. I mean,
Right?
like I was about to move in with my parents, and right before, yeah, so this saved me. So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Oh God.
No, I just want you to know that I really believe in you. You know?
Thank you. It's nice to hear that from someone.
These are cool.
Oh God. Oh, he grabs her earrings. These are cool. Oh, and then he goes.
And he goes for the
Oh.
kiss.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh, Ross,
my
don't
God,
do this. Do not
Ross.
do this, man. Do not do
What?
this.
I'm sorry. I have a boyfriend.
No, that's okay. I'm married. I mean, I was just trying to show you how much I appreciate you. You know,
This is so uncomfortable.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I really do.
Oh no.
I just don't know if I'm kind of comfortable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No, I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
it's-
No, that's
Yeah,
not
too
my
late.
style.
I know. It's fine. So I'm
No,
gonna
I can
just,
see.
I'm gonna go.
I can see it's not fine. You're not. You're not fine.
Um,
Listen, I want things to be comfortable between us.
No,
Okay.
it's okay.
No, I feel
know.
it's not. I feel it's not okay, and I really
This is
am
awful.
sorry. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make it okay.
And of course, this is followed by a series of questions like
Oh.
Ross was A,
Yeah.
within totally normal,
Right.
B, a complete creep,
That is
or
on.
I just want to show you
It's
how great you are. How
That's a
good-
well
how good you
done
are.
Thank you. Okay.
video because I truly believe that he is a serial sexual harasser now. Well
It
done.
started out fairly innocuously.
It
where
did.
He was just being a good boss, like making sure she was all right.
Hey, you
and
happy? Everything
comfortable
good?
at work.
Man.
Like, yeah, okay, those things are all absolutely okay. But he's such a good actor that he added the tinge of creepiness where
Yeah.
it was going, and you just don't know
Well,
sometimes.
when you heard his voice go from, yeah, we are so happy to have you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
He's like,
And then he starts getting kind of like,
God, those earrings look good.
man, these are nice. When the voice goes down is when it gets creepier. Like, I know when I'm trying to seduce Mrs. Woods. You can't do it in a high-pitched, whiny voice. You have to, hey, babe, what do you got planned later? Oh, okay. Sounds good. Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Good. Three?
No,
We don't
it's
need to-
let's end this properly.
No, let's not.
Come on.
End it properly by
With a hug.
touching her
Come
again
on,
with a hug.
we need a
Kelly.
hug.
Kelly,
Nice
anything.
This
big
is
hug.
making me very, very uncomfortable.
Oh, a kiss on the cheek.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
ha, ha, ha.
I'll see you
No.
tomorrow.
Okay,
See you tomorrow.
yeah, totally. He nailed it, actually. He absolutely, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. He crushed his acting role in this. And I think that hiring David Schwimmer for that was money well spent because he really did a good job.
You think that sitcom actors don't have the chops sometimes, but
Nobody thinks that. I think they're great.
I think they actually are usually really good.
Some of the
actors.
better actors of my lifetime were on sitcoms. Number one being John Ritter. John Ritter, if you've never seen the movie Skin Deep, go watch Skin Deep and report back to me that that's not one of the funniest movies you've ever seen with some of the most brilliant comedy in the history of comedy. He's unbelievable. And he was, huge sitcom guy. There's so many that have made that jump. He crushes it. So check out Skin Deep. I think it's on Amazon Prime. Very, very brilliant movie.
All right, here's what we got coming up on the program today. Quick setting of the menu. We'll talk some baseball coming up. We got the news yesterday about Kyle Hart returning to the Padres. More details on the contract, some reaction from Padres fans on the first small move. The bigger move, of course, yesterday we talked about was Josh Naylor signing with the Seattle Mariners. Got some contract figures on that one as well. Could it spark some other early moves
Don't do
in the
this.
offseason?
You're such a sweet kid.
I know.
He did it before the show, and I go, don't even do this on the air because we do this every year. Like, well, now that domino has fallen, should really heat up.
We've had off seasons where we get through the winter meetings and there's still nothing.
We get so
We're like,
excited.
all right, surely at the winter meetings,
some deal is going to go
the
down.
big agent, the big
It's just
signings
like-
will happen.
just like a ghost town.
We
down there.
also can look into Jeff Passan this morning dropped his big offseason preview with some thoughts that include the San Diego Padres and other teams, potential free agents, some Luis Arraez news and speculation that we can get into. That was some good stuff. So We'll spend some time looking at that. It's a big day for San Diego State basketball program. Magoon Gawath returns.
Yes.
First start of the season. Really, just the second time he'll play since like February or March when he got hurt. He came back for the NCAA tournament game, but he wasn't healthy, obviously. Had the offseason surgery, finally cleared. And I talked to Brian Dutcher yesterday, went to San Diego State.
Did he do NBA workouts?
He did. He went and did some
Miles
NBA
did.
workouts. Miles did as well.
I thought Magoon might have just.
He
took himself out. He entered.
He went to the transfer portal for sure.
Yep.
And then came back, which never happened.
Which was shocking for less money. Obviously, he could have gotten more money. He was getting big offers at other schools. Said he felt more comfortable at San Diego State. So he's back. Freshman of the year, defensive player of the year in the Mountain West. Will make his season debut tonight against Troy.
I feel bad for Troy, dude. What's the line?
Not that bad. 15.5.
Troy's not a bad team. They hit a lot of threes that had
no.
Dutch a little concerned. But San Diego State also is very good at defending the three, and they're on a long California bye game road trip, which wearying at the end.
Where's Troy from?
South Carolina.
Troy.
I want to say Troy University is in Alabama.
That's my next guess.
Yeah, definitely somewhere in the South. I was pretty sure about that. So we talk a little bit of college basketball coming up as well. We'll have our regular features. As always, don't do this. Take on Woods with a chance to qualify for the trip to Las Vegas for the Sammy Hagar tickets. Biggest fan contest at 9 a.m. and our Randall report in our final hour. But let's start with a little baseball talk. Again, Padres, some minor news yesterday. Reaction to the signing of Kyle Hart to it.
It captivated baseball.
It didn't
yesterday.
quite captivate baseball.
It was every big name reporter was just writing think pieces about it.
It's something.
It's a body.
It's something.
It's just a body.
And we will look at that after a check of traffic on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. We're dealing with mostly dry conditions on our roads at this time, guys. You might still see a stray shower or two, and supposedly more rain is on its way. Got a crash on the northbound side of the 5 Mile Cars Way. A couple vehicles involved there over to the right shoulder. Also, the solo spin out on the Fairmont on-ramp to West 8. Vehicle facing the wrong way over to the right shoulder. Up ahead, West 8, right at the southbound 5 connector ramp. Tow truck is on scene trying to retrieve a vehicle that went off the roadway into some bushes over to the right shoulder. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plant. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
So the numbers reported by Robert Murray on the Kyle Hart deal, which was announced by the Padres without contract figures attached, 1 year, $1 million with a option for 2027 that includes a $200,000 buyout. So essentially 1.2 million guaranteed for Kyle Hart to come back. Now, anything over $1 million always sounds like a lot. The major league minimum salary, I believe, is now $760,000 even for a rookie player. So he's getting a slight bump over an absolute minimum salary after they declined a $5 million option that they could have had him back at. They thought no chance anyone's going to get him at that level. Let's see if we can get him for less, but they wanted to bring him back and they get it done early. There's a $2.5 million team option in 2027. If he has a good season, there's also some incentives. If he makes a ton of starts and is effective, the numbers can go up a little bit.
Good.
You're good on the Kyle Hart news in the offseason.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah. It's
I
not.
I don't think it's an overpay or anything.
No, I don't think it was an overpay. I mean, we actually, ended up saving some money on bringing Kyle Hart back. You know what I mean? So fine by me. I'm not expecting a ton from Kyle Hart in the upcoming season. Again, you were kind of intrigued by the prospect last year. You're like, oh, okay, he's a little bit older, but man, he's had some real success. Who knows, man? Maybe you unlock something and can find a role. You need arms, you need bodies at spring training. You need guys to throw innings in AAA. And seemingly great dude, willing to do whatever it takes. So great, but can he stick at the big league level and find a slot for him that makes sense?
So remember where he came from, the KBO.
Yep.
He was the Cy Young Award winner.
Yes.
from the KBO from 2024.
So, yeah, absolutely worth a flyer.
Does that give you any concern that one of the things Jeff Passan reported in various pieces is that he has linked the Padres with the best pitcher out of the KBO last year, who was a former MLB pitcher named Cody Ponce, or Ponce, Ponce, right-handed starter, was not very good in limited time in Major League Baseball, but went to Korea, remade his body, gained 3 ticks on his fastball, Jeff writes, learned a splitter, and he believes he's going to land the largest ever KBO to MLB jump deal this offseason, and he believes the Padres are a potential fit since they've gone that direction before. I know nothing about Cody.
Nothing.
Other until Jeff Passan connected him potentially with the San Diego Padres. Is this the kind of pitcher that they are looking at right now to fill out their starting rotation?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah. Yes.
That's a name that I want to make sure you've heard.
Cody Ponce.
Ponce.
My guess is Ponce.
Probably Ponce.
Yeah.
His brother-in-law is George Kittle, 49ers tight end. That's the other nuggets that Jeff Passan dropped.
Awesome.
Sign him.
Got it. I mean, if you have to get a guy that's not related by blood at all to George Kittle, you have to do it. Right? Just by marriage.
Just by marriage.
Yeah. So great.
Not by blood.
You have to do it. Why'd you bring him in? Well, it's the George Kittle relation. Yeah, but they're by marriage. No, I don't know. This bums me out. I want to be in the market for Ranger Suarez. That's what I want to be
Proven
in the market for.
MLB
Michael
talent.
King. I'd love to have Michael King back. Michael King is a guy I would love to be talking about.
I'd love to see.
Some
I
interest.
don't want to say like an angry Michael King, but
Yeah,
I think he's
like
angry.
there's
I think he's
something to
pissed
prove.
off.
Yeah.
He's got something to prove after last year. He just was never healthy.
Nope.
He could never get going.
Sucks. The knee, the
And
shoulder, the sleeping weird, all of it, the nerves, like
We
all
don't
of
know
it.
him that well, but I got a feeling he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, and I would love to see him in a season. Maybe he signs like with a 1-year contract.
Passan's got him at 3 years, 75.
Yeah, probably in
So,
options after each year.
Which is just below the top 3
Right.
that he has pitching wise this offseason. And Ranger Suarez is actually not in the top 3. He's got Framber Valdez, Dylan Cease, and Tatsuya Imai from Japan as his top 3 biggest contract possibilities on the pitching side this offseason.
The pitcher from Japan, Ben, is he in like the Yamamoto camp or is he in the Sasaki camp?
He's more in the
Yamamoto camp.
He's
meaning,
small, 5'11".
No. As far as contract, like
Oh yeah, he's coming over for the big deal.
the big deal.
Yeah,
Okay.
big deal.
So Yamamoto.
Throws 99.
Ooh.
A lot of splitters.
You know where he's going, dude. Come on. Waste our time.
4 seams and sliders, has a splitter, has a changeup, a curve, and a sinker. He is someone that has been I've seen mentioned with the San Diego Padres because of their international, focus and how much due diligence AJ Preller does in the Asian market. I don't know that they will be able to afford him this offseason. If he's truly one of the top 3 with Valdez and Cease, we don't think that their Padres are in the market for Cease or Valdez. Why would they be in the market then for the other guy? And I guess that's a determination that AJ Preller will have to make.
Yeah, it feels, it's going to be out of the bargain bin right now for the San Diego Padres as far as starting pitching goes, unless there's some sort of trade made. I think that the trading avenue is really our best option. I don't see anybody laying out $75 million for 3 years for a Ranger Suarez or a Michael King. But stranger things have happened. I just don't see it happen.
He has some of the shorter term options that he has listed. There's some good names out there if you can really get him on a shorter deal. Shota Imanaga, Brandon Woodruff.
He is supposed to accept his QO today.
You think they believe he's going to accept the 22 from the Cubs?
Yep.
Brandon Woodruff, Merrill Kelly, Lucas Giolito, Chris Bassett, Cody Ponce, Zach Littell, Adrian Hauser. That's a name I mentioned earlier this offseason.
Yeah,
as
decent
I thought
arms
was
there.
a decent fit. And then the old guys, Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander, are all expected to get shorter deals. So there is quite a bit of pitching on the free agent market. They're all going to want to land somewhere in the offseason.
You just have to spend to get it.
Yes.
But now I think, the best opportunity would be through a trade with a guy with maybe 1 or 2 years of control left. Now, who's got so much surplus pitching with guys with 1 or 2 years left on their deal? I don't know. But I know the Dodgers, Ben, have a lot of guys that they're going to have to non-tender a bunch of guys because they just don't have the room for them. I mean, I saw I thought I saw Michael Grove, not Michael Grove. Was it Michael Grove?
Possible. The
Gon-
Dodgers.
Gonsolin
The
out
Dodgers
there.
have too many guys.
They have too many
because,
players.
They picked so many up for their World Series run.
It might have been Grove.
They're going to have to.
And he's pretty good.
DFA.
He's got pretty good stuff.
Some guys or expose a lot of players that they don't want to expose. So they've got tough decisions today. The trade
they
options.
really don't, but they just they just call them decisions.
The decisions.
Because then they can go out and get this kid from Japan and whoever else they want.
But it does open the door for other teams to perhaps swoop in and grab some of the players they're not able to protect on their 40-man roster. Trade possibilities, according to Jeff Passan on the pitching side. Freddie Peralta would be one of the biggest ones, but if Woodruff leaves, he thinks that Peralta will stay in Milwaukee. Doesn't think Hunter Green or Paul Skeens are going anywhere. Mackenzie Gore, we've talked about that.
Yep.
The Nationals, if they don't extend him, they could be interested in trading him. Suddy Gray is definitely on the block by the Cardinals, but he has no trade clauses. San Diego's a light place. A lot of people would waive their no trade clause to come play, which is an intriguing option if you're going for a veteran. Joe Ryan, we've talked about in the past, very, high end availability. Mitch Keller from Pittsburgh is maybe, but it looks like the Pirates really would like to bolster their team rather than trade off pieces this offseason.
I heard they're going to spend about $30 million this offseason. Is kind of what they're shooting for, which again, if you're the Pirates, if you're a Pirates fan, you're salivating at the thought of spending $30 million on free agency. Now, do you trust your ownership and general manager to get it right, to spend that $30 million in the best way that you can? There's another interesting guy out there, Ben, that you haven't mentioned, Brad Keller. You got Mitch Keller for the Pirates. You got Brad Keller. I believe he was a Pirate as well, but he now was pitching out of the back end of the bullpen for the Chicago Cubs. He is a former starter. He, by all accounts, wants to go back to starting. He's got 5 pitches. It's pretty elite to have a guy, and he pitched really well for the Cubs down the stretch, got healthy. He's a guy that they're talking about potentially wanting to have more innings under his belt as a starting pitcher, and you can make more money as a starting pitcher. So he may want to get back to that. I believe he's a free agent as well. That's one I'd be looking at. They're, again, we've said it every offseason for the last at least 2. They're going to have to be very, very creative. Ruben Niebla has got his work cut out for him. Ben Fritz has got his work cut out for him.
A couple other potential trade candidates, according to Passan, from the Marlins, both Sandy Alcantara and Edward Cabrera. Cabrera actually probably the better option at the moment, as you don't know if Alcantara is going to ever get back to his Cy Young form. Kodai Senga, who started well last year, then absolutely fell off the map for the Mets. They're looking to offload him. Brady Singer is a name from the Reds, gets $12 million, won 14 games last year for the Reds, but 4 ERA guy. And Chris Bubik from the Kansas City Royals is a lefty, but had some shoulder trouble that ended his season. He thinks any or all of those guys could potentially be had on the trade market this offseason if you're not looking for the free agency route to bolster your starting pitching. But one way or the other, Padres are going to have to go on one of these routes or both of them to add starting pitching because they do not have enough right now.
No, it's dire, man. The starting pitching is absolutely dire right now for the San Diego Padres. And I think there's a lot of teams that feel that way right now, but we talked yesterday about momentum, got to keep it going. And, if you're praying that Joe Musgrove comes back healthy, right? And if not, you got Nick Pivetta, you got Randy Vasquez, you got Joe Musgrove, you got JP Sears, and that's your 4 right now. And you just signed Kyle Hart. Is he your 5? Or is somebody down, in the minor leagues, your 5? You're going to need to add at least 2 starting pitchers.
I agree.
It's a weird market, too,
weird
for starting
market.
pitchers.
Yep.
A reminder, I'll guest on Benno Woods, appear on the David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. We'll come back. Hour number 2. We've got Don't Do This. We'll give away some early Parker McCollum tickets and talk a little Aztecs basketball all next here on The Fan. Wrapping up our brief conversation on Kyle Hart.
Please stop talking about Kyle Hart. For the love of God. What is your problem, dude? 3 segments.
I work with what I've been given to work with.
Jesus. Kyle Hart's parents don't talk about him as much as you're talking about.
This is a little new info from The Athletic. Ken Rosenthal, I believe, said the hiring of Craig Stammen played a big decision in Kyle Hart's choice to return. Stammen and Hart developed a relationship last season when Stammen, just a few years removed from his career, worked in the Padres front office. The two lived near each other in Ohio.
Well, thank God they have that good relationship. Otherwise, the Dodgers would have scooped him up and he's starting game one.
They point out that while Kyle Hart had a 5.86 ERA, his expected ERA was 3.56, much better. So there is some thought that Kyle Hart was.
I weigh in at
very unlucky.
230. My expected weight is 195. Just so you guys know.
I hate the expected stats. I don't know enough. I don't care enough about it in advanced.
I like
analytics.
them when they work in my favor. I
Well,
don't like
I'm
them
a
when they work
results
against
guy.
me.
I don't care about expected average.
You can bounce around though. If your expected ERA, if you're a pitcher, it's going to stay around the same generally year to year. 3.6, 3.8, but your actual ERA, while it may be 5.1 year, it may be a point lower. I mean, Kyle Hart could be like a 2.8 ERA guy with an expected 3.6 next year, and all of a sudden you have a really good pitcher on your hands.
Isn't the only thing that matter though the actual runs that he lets in?
Like Dylan Cease, the last 3 seasons, his expected ERA 1 year was much higher than you thought. Then the next year it was lower when he had his great year and finished 4th in the Cy Young Award for the Padres. And this year again, it was much higher than you expected. He bounced back and forth. Does that mean Dylan Cease is going to bounce back the other way next year and have a really low actual ERA? You do see that sort of fluctuation among starting pitchers, which is why you have to look at the expected ERA at least.
He's not a starting pitcher, and he makes, it's $1 million deal that we've spent 40 minutes on. And, he may not even break spring training with the club.
It's true.
I get it.
I'm trying to give
the soup
crumbs of hope. I am sprinkling crumbs of hope out there. I like to do that. You know me. I love
when you
sprinkling crumbs of hope.
Listen, Hansel and Gretel. You can't with a straight face be like, hey, look, he may turn it around and turn into the next Clayton Kershaw. You guys, 31 years old. He had a 6 ERA. He's a journeyman for, good. You may need a body. You may need a spot start. You may need a long reliever in a 12-1 game, but you don't need to sprinkle crumbs with everything. Are you
saying that I lure Padres fans with crumbs right into the witch's pot?
Yes,
100%.
Exactly right.
In the creepy house in the forest that I just leave the crumbs. Here's your Kyle Hart crumbs, and then at the end you get excited and you end up in the witch's pot.
All
right.
Come on.
Fair enough.
I did see
coming up next, Kyle Hart's high school coach joins the show to talk more about Kyle Hart
on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline.
That's right. I did see an interesting blurb yesterday on MLB Trade Rumors about Luis Campusano. Now that is a name that interests me. That's a name that we are very familiar with, and so it's a pretty long piece about a backup catcher that did not get into much action last year and didn't really come through when he did. He didn't get a playoff AB, did he? Did he get one pinch hit? No, nothing.
I don't believe he ever made an appearance.
Did he not?
3 games. He didn't show up in a game.
One.
It was only 3 games.
Okay. I thought he did get one AB, but it doesn't matter. Obviously, an interesting season for Luis Campusano was 100% Crash Davis down in AAA, tearing the cover off the ball. His AAA sliders, the red and the blue, they showed him. I mean, it's insane. The guy looks like the best player in history, but it's also the PCL. But they're talking about, is he going to survive the winter? Is he going to be the Padres' backup catcher? And they need to make a decision on him. He's slated to make about $1 million in 26. In that scenario where he would, if he was tendered a contract, slated to make about $1 million in 26, he would presumably accept that, allowing the Padres to keep him as non-roster depth. Given his track record and 3 remaining years of club control, it's no guarantee that he would clear if they put him on waivers. So they're talking about, okay.
I think another team would happily.
I think they would
scoop up Luis Campusano if they had room. it's easy to dream on Luis
Oh, yeah.
Campusano.
No question. We've been doing it for 6 years.
Easy to dream.
So it was interesting. They're talking about now. You got to remember too. For whatever reason, he was in Bob Melvin's doghouse. Yeah,
correct.
And then for whatever reason, he was in Mike Schilt's doghouse. We had heard about internal, literal meetings where AJ and Schilt would be like, and AJ's like, "Hey, I drafted this guy. I want this guy. I signed this guy. We're working with him. It's going to work." And Schilt's like, "I can't trust him. I don't want him." And you saw how that played out. If Schilte lost faith in you, you didn't get on the field much, and it was weird. Like the Tyler Wade. Now, Tyler Wade he's no world beater by any stretch. Good glue guy, good player to have in your clubhouse. He made that one error. I think it was in Chicago, and it was almost like you never heard from him again. I mean, imagine benching Manny after one error, like, "Hey, I can't trust you anymore." But there's a longer track record, obviously. But I'm looking at this thing with Campusano going, all right, is it the right manager? Is it Craig Stammen what he needs to be confident, go out and perform like he did in AAA, which was gangbusters? I mean, he was an absolute terror down there. I think he's playing winter ball. So they'll get another look at him. I think with him, too, the defense was always the problem. So do you look at potentially moving him to the designated hitter role? Do you potentially look at moving him to first base? I mean, I know first base is incredibly hard. It is. But is that something that's
to move him? I think you got to move on.
They're saying in this article, too, you're not going to get anything for him. You're not going to get anything for him.
Move on to the next project then.
But
how long has it been?
But okay, I'm glad we didn't say that about Adrian Morejon, because we gave Adrian Morejon many, many shots to find his groove. He found it. He's one of the best in baseball. I've always been against the Campy should be starting, but Campy as a backup catcher or power bat first baseman platoon guy, you could do worse, and he's under contract for 3 years.
So let me ask you this: what happens if he's your backup and your starting Fermin gets hurt and he's out for 3 months? Do you go out and get a new catcher to be the starter?
Yeah, I think so.
So if you don't even trust Campusano to start an injury, fill in, like, what are we talking about?
I like the idea of converting him to a DH first baseman.
Yeah.
You need right-handed power. It's hard to find, and he's got it. At least he does in the minors, and he's done it. Don't forget, Luis Campusano has hit in the big leagues.
He has hit in the big leagues.
He's hit in the big leagues.
This is an interesting point from our pal David J. He says the Venn diagram of Padres fans who are interested in acquiring Joe Adell and the Padres fans who have given up on Campusano is weirdly circular. Sometimes it takes a minute. And sometimes it takes the right situation.
Because I'm
sixth times the charm.
I'm okay listening if like some team wanted to offer you something for him.
They're saying they wouldn't get much.
That's why I don't really want to just give him away. AJ Preller has done a good job acquiring backup catchers that we know nothing about that have good seasons. Kyle Higashioka, Jorge Alfaro. I mean, it's a different guy every year, and it's usually just 1 year, but he's gone out and found decent backup catchers.
It's never found the rock solid starter.
Right.
The rock solid
and hopefully
starter.
Freddie Fermin will be that guy, given a full season to be the starting catcher for the San Diego Padres, that he will be the guy for the next few years, maybe, for the Padres, depending on how Ethan Salas develops, if he ever develops.
Well, they say
you've got Fermin for the next 4 seasons under control. He could be a very good player for the San Diego Padres. Best prospect, not prospect, but best prospects at catcher that they've had in a while. You will need a backup, though. And right now, Campusano is your only other catcher on the 40-man.
That's it. 2 catchers on the 40-man right now. Ethan Salas, 19 years old, coming off injury.
You even traded Sully, didn't you?
Yeah.
He's gone, too.
Yeah,
so you've got very, very little inside your
traded Valenzuela,
organization.
Brandon Valenzuela as well. Yeah,
he's gone. So right now, you kind of need Luis Campusano at the moment until you maybe find someone else who can serve in that role as backup catcher.
Yeah, and again, maybe it's just, hey, like I was really proud of him. Like I read a lot about him because I was a Luis Campusano fan. I dreamed on his future, certainly, and I know he had some mental health anxiety issues, right? And by all accounts, he had kind of gotten through those. And I thought, oh man, this guy's going to take off gangbusters. And for whatever reason, I don't know if it may have very well been defensively. Mike Schilt, who was a defensive-minded guy, who, by the way, who was his catcher? Who was Mike Schilt's catcher when he was in St. Louis?
Yachty.
It's a huge bar. It's a huge bar, right? So He's looking at Campy going, I can't trust this guy. I just can't trust him, so I'm not going to give him ABs. I'm not going to put him in.
Keep in mind as well, framing is not going to be as important going forward. It's not nothing,
But
you still
arm,
want to steal some
block.
strikes, but it's not as important going forward because you will have the challenge system if you feel like a call was incorrect.
W.R. Cox says, Woodsy, you are better at everything than Campy, and I'm being so serious. I'm really not. I promise you, he's a much better hitter. I mean, he put up huge numbers. I know a lot of people do in the PCL. I know Austin Hedges did in the PCL. But Ben, you make the point. He has hit at this level. He has done it.
What are you talking about?
He has. He's hit at this level. 2
Like
years
he's
ago.
gotten a hit.
Hit
Yes.
319.
No,
he hit 319 in 2023 in 174 plate appearances with 7 homers, 30 runs batted in. That's all big league numbers.
Big league number.
319 with a 490, an 847 OPS.
Take it.
Not a full season, but that's
49 games.
Yeah, I mean, but
What are we
that's on the
talking
big
about?
league level.
Yeah, he's also he got 0 hits at the
He
big
got
league
21
level
at bats last year. 21 at bats. He got off to a slow start. I mean, Luis Arraez went 0 for 15 to start the season.
For $1 million.
That's what we're talking about here.
For $1 million.
He got off to a slow first 5 days of his season, essentially, when you add up the at-bats and what he got in that's 5 days of a 162-game season is 21 at-bats.
You comparing Luis Arraez's ability to put
I'm
bat
not,
to
but I'm
ball
saying
to Luis Campusano?
I'm saying there are plenty of guys who have a bad first 5 days of the season and go on to have really good years.
Look, he's $1 million, dude. It's $1 million.
I guess I would ask if he's hit at the big league level, how come he doesn't hit at the big league level?
Because he hasn't given he wasn't given a chance at all last year.
He didn't get much chance
21
at all.
at-bats is not – it's a week. He had a bad week at the plate. And I don't know that you just completely throw him away after one bad week at the plate. Now, defensively, yes, there are absolute issues there, which is why I'm interested in the potential of converting him to DH/first base.
Sure, something.
If Jake's still your first baseman, you got a good platoon type situation there, or at least days off for Jake, where you get a right-handed bat in the lineup against his left-handed bat. It's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
I mean, and again, for the money, the price, and again, it was important enough for MLB Trade Rumors to write a few hundred words on Luis Campusano right now, meaning that it's something that we should be talking about and thinking about. But yeah, listen, would you rather give Campy another shot at a backup catcher / DH role than spend another $4 million on Elias Diaz? I'm going with Campy for $1 million. I'm going to let the chips fall where they may.
This hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by Toyota of Poway. It's the season to save at Toyota of Poway, voted San Diego's #1 Toyota dealer by USA Today. The Black Friday sales event is on with brand new Toyotas in stock and ready to roll. Hurry to Toyota of Poway or toyotaofpoway.com and drive home happy this holiday. Quickly, we've got San Diego State basketball tonight at Viejas Arena. It's game 3 of the season against Troy. Mark Ziegler made the point. He was asking Brian Dutcher. He said, I believe you're the only team in America in college basketball out of like 360 teams that's only played 2 games so far. Troy's already played 5. This is game 6 for them already this season. They're coming off.
They're locked in.
The Aztecs are coming off a 9-day break already early in the year. And Dutch was asked about it. He goes, yeah, that's just basically we couldn't find teams that wanted to come in and play us. It's a problem for San Diego State. Teams don't want to come in and get their brains bashed in at Viejas Arena anymore. It's tough to find a willing opponent early in the season to come in. And even if you're paying them, which they are, they're paying Troy to come in. Now, he said, but you don't want to pay a team that's going to come in and think they can beat you either. So you're kind of finding that sweet spot of a team that's not horrible in the metrics. You don't want to bring in the worst team in America because that drags down your metrics for the NCAA tournament, but you also don't want to bring in a team that's too good that you're paying then to potentially beat you and hurt your chances later in the season. So
what happens when it's a team, if you scheduled like a non-conference early season game against a team, I'm trying to think of a comparable San Diego State team like Creighton, you know what I mean? They're usually in the rankings.
Then you have to do like a home and home. You have to come up with an agreement where they come for 1 year, you go there, and you both get the big gate of a big early season opponent, but you have to work the schedules out around the tournaments and everything that you play and find a willing partner for a multi-year deal. They did it with Gonzaga a couple of years ago where Aztecs went up there. Gonzaga came down to San Diego State. I think they both won in their the opposite arenas when they did that, but it's hard to make those deals happen, especially early in the season.
You're like,
So
if you're Troy, you're like, cool, you pay us $100,000 or whatever.
Well, and this is
Fine.
what teams like do. They fund their athletic department by sending their basketball team. It's horrible.
To the slaughter
They
sometimes.
send their basketball team out on these like 12-game road trips to start. And they're just racking in, 75,000 a game, 50,000 here, 100,000 maybe here. And, if they're good enough, they may win some of those games. There are teams that go and will go 0-11 on those games and just pay for the rest of the athletic department.
They're in Alabama?
They're in Alabama.
So they started their season at Kent State, then at Furman. Then they played home against Pensacola Christian. They won that game by 60. Then they went at LMU, at Cal State Northridge, at San Diego State, at USC to start their year.
Wow.
And they're just like cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching
Exactly.
for SC.
The kids
and
are like, sweet, I don't have to go to class until
for
next
weeks.
semester.
I don't have to see campus. I don't have to see campus for a month.
California road trip, everybody.
It's from Alabama. Sign me up, dude.
It's not
me up.
necessarily conducive to the best basketball when you're stuck in mediocre hotel rooms for half a month as you're trying to fund your program's athletic department. But that's why Troy is here tonight.
All right. Well, listen, it's one you need to win,
And you need to get Magoon some reps because the next game is Michigan on Monday. And you're going to need Magoon to play more Magoon-like. Dutch said he probably 15, 20 minutes tonight, but he said everyone's kind of 15, 20 minutes on my team right now because I have so many
players.
They're so deep. That's actually kind of a full rotation. I mean, if Miles Bird plays really well, it might be out there for 26, 27, but no one's playing 38, 40 minutes whole game for San Diego State. They're too deep. So, he may get most of a full rotation tonight just because that's what a full rotation looks like for San Diego State.
Excited to see that dude back tonight.
Yeah.
Magoon Gloth. Excited to watch him play basketball.
He's such a freak in a good way.
Yeah.
Tall, shot blocker, can shoot threes, can guard point guards. He can go out and guard the point guard.
He's nasty, dude.
Or he can, block 7 shots underneath.
Drink him in because this is the last year you're going to see.
Absolutely.
So just get all the Magoon Gloth in you that you can possibly. This is your last go around with Magoon.
It's a miracle.
It's
he's
a
back
miracle.
this year.
Yes, it is. You're absolutely
Just get
right.
him as healthy as you can. Get as much as you can out of him. Enjoy him this
He's
year.
going to be starting for the Pelicans next year.
Probably something like that. So that's college basketball tonight. We've got Don't Do This coming up next. Abdul Carter.
This is one of the best excuses I have ever heard in my
NFL
whole life. It actually should be a do this.
NFL rookie. If you want to make it the do this, go ahead, because we've also got a couple of other Don't Do This stories, including a Shooter Sanders, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll get to all of that coming up next. Quick check of traffic with Kelly Danick, then more Ben and Woods on the way on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, Woods and I want to tell you about trustandwill.com, our place for estate documents. You do not want to leave your family in probate court when you're gone. What is probate court? It is when you die without a will, and the state has to decide what happens with everything you own, including maybe even guardianship for your kids. Your family can't just step in and go, let's do this, let's do that. The state, the courts, it's a long legal process, and it happens if you don't get your trust or will done, and you can do it easily, Woods, with trustandwill.com.
Don't leave it up to chance. That's the thing, and get that peace of mind that all of I needed it so badly, and I'm embarrassed that it took me so long, but now I'm glad I did it. Go to trustandwill.com, use the code radio20 when you check out. They're going to give you 20% off of your trust or will. They're great at what they do, and they make it so simple for guys like me to just plow through it. Took me 45 minutes, done, in and out, and done.
Again, use code radio20 at checkout. No lawyer's office necessary. It's the most affordable way to do this. Go to trustandwill.com. That's trustandwill.com.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Going to give away some Parker McCollum tickets at the end of DDT. First, though, don't do this. Brought to you by Trust and Will.
Don't.
Leave your entire estate, house, kids, and life savings up to chance if and when you die.
Do.
Set up a Trust or Will online at trustandwill.com.
This
is a lot more affordable than you think. Visit trustandwill.com for more info. What's?
Well, Shedeur Sanders finds himself in some really, really elite company with Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic, the Bengals, Joe Burrow, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes.
Highest paid players in all of pro sports.
I'm not talking about his sports acumen or accomplishments, Ben. I'm talking about the fact that now he can join that list of players that were robbed in the middle of a game. There was a break-in at the home of rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders during Sunday's game when he made his debut as well. And again, they don't have any suspects. And also, it's not clear whether anything was stolen or not from his home yet. I'm sure more info will come out.
It's obviously a DDT trend that we've seen lately. I wonder, though, were these thieves like thinking of doing it the first 9 games of the season, and they kept going, well, I mean, he's not in, so we're not sure. Maybe he's home. If we don't see him on the sideline, but now, he's in the game.
He's definitely in the game.
He's definitely in the game. Okay, we can rob his house now.
Yep. Now
there's no chance he's at home because I see him out on the field.
Yep.
They're just like streaming in the car. They're waiting in the car. Just
he's in.
He goes in the game. He's in. Go into his house now.
So we don't know what they
but
took.
They may not have taken anything.
I mean, he.
Well, he's not. I mean, he was a 5th round draft.
Yeah, Ben, but doesn't
he owe a ton of money too?
I don't know, but he made millions.
Did they get in there and they go?
He flexes.
This guy doesn't have anything.
He's got watches galore. He flexes his whole business watch thing. Like he has, nice stuff. He's made money. He's definitely made some money.
NIL money.
Yeah.
Dion adjacent money,
sports endorsements and things like that.
Maybe he keeps it all in a really, really safe.
Maybe, hence the word.
And they couldn't get it out.
Potentially, possible. We'll find out what they got, if they got anything at all. But yeah, he joins again in a very elite list of players. It's like a badge of honor now. My house also got broken into.
I've got a DDT story involving your favorite college football team, Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Now, Notre Dame fans are calling it a DDT. What they've done for scheduling their final regular season game at Stanford later this month, because it was announced yesterday that the kickoff for that game on November 29th in Palo Alto will be 7:30 p.m. Pacific, which is, of course, 10:30 p.m. South Bend, Indiana time, Eastern time zone, which is really late for a college football fan base. Those games are 3.5 hours. That means that's about a 2 a.m. finish for Notre Dame, a team that is 10 and
12
1
after dark.
that is fighting 10-2, fighting for a spot in the college football playoff. Currently would be in at number 9, I believe, in the last rankings. They'll have new college football playoff rankings out today. And Notre Dame fans are going, why would you do this to us? Why would you put the game so late? I think the answer is pretty simple. Stanford's 3-7 and not a premier matchup for anybody. And because it's an ACC game, ESPN has the rights to it. It's the last week of the season, so there's a ton of really important games that probably were more suited for the middle of the day matchups. And it was a West Coast game, so they can make it their late game. And Notre Dame's just going to have to deal with it playing late. It's not necessarily ideal for their team or their kids playing on a 10:30 body clock game, but Marcus Freeman will have to figure out a way to keep his team awake late at night.
I'm not too worried about
Play that game.
For me, living on the West Coast, I'm elated. I get to watch. My wife will be asleep. My kids will be asleep. I can actually sit down and watch a full game in its entirety for the first time this season since the first one. I was gifted that one. And ever since, it's been baseball and t-ball and football and everything else. And I haven't been able to sit down and really watch a full game.
Now, no conference championship, of course, for Notre Dame.
Correct.
So that likely will be a win and you're in, playoff game, and lose and you're out for sure.
Got to beat Syracuse and then
I saw one tweet. College football trying to body clock the Irish out of the playoffs.
I love it
against Stanford.
I love it.
We'll see.
I don't think it'll be a big deal. You just roll with the punches, and our head coach is good at doing things like that. So this is a pretty interesting do this.
DD mega doo-doo.
New York Giants first round draft pick, Abdul Carter. Now, he denied that he slept through a walkthrough practice last week. So the new head coach, Mike Kafka is his name.
The interim head coach who replaced Brian Daboll.
He changed the normal practice times, and he didn't realize the change was late until he was in treatment at the time he was used to. And it was too late, ended up calling the coach. Now, the excuse was, everyone was saying this kid slept through a meeting. He's like, no. I didn't sleep through a meeting. I was recovering through the meeting. I was in my normal recovery time. And I thought, that's a pretty decent excuse. I'm actually getting recovery and treatment. I wasn't asleep.
Couldn't both be the same.
Couldn't both be the same
at
thing.
the same time.
It's still a great excuse, in my opinion, for this. I mean, who's going to skip practice? What rookie's just not going to show up to practice? It was clearly a miscommunication. I did like the excuse of I wasn't asleep. I was recovering. Next time I'm late or I miss work, I'm going to say I didn't miss work.
So
I was recovering.
The punishment was, it was not too harsh. He was held out the first series of the game. Wasn't suspended, wasn't fined, which I think is a reasonable reaction from a head coach. Everybody misses things. Everybody's late occasionally for something.
Yeah, you missed a live stream.
I did. It happens.
I've never missed one.
You've missed something in your life.
Everybody
misses
a lot of class
some
in
things.
college, a lot.
Everybody.
I wasn't
misses
sleeping
things.
though. I was recovering. I was home
the
studying.
question is, were you being irresponsible or did you just forget?
Me?
No, I mean the question in general, like, was Abdul Carter being irresponsible or was there a miscommunication?
I think there was a miscommunication.
He just forgot something.
He had gotten used to it being at a certain
I'd like
time.
to think that most bosses would go, yeah, you've been on time for everything all season long. You seem like a really responsible, on top of it kid. You made a mistake. No big deal. It's not a huge deal.
Not recovery. It was metamorphosis. I was in metamorphosis.
In a cocoon?
Yeah, I was in my cocoon. Yeah, we'll all be doing some recovering next week. We won't be missing work. We'll be recovering.
Right.
Yeah.
And that is don't and do this for Tuesday.
That was Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, we got some concert tickets to give away. It's a distant concert, but it's always nice to have the tickets in hand. Parker McCollum coming to Viejas Arena on June 18th. You can get your details at Ticketmaster.com or win them right now. Fourth caller at 833-288-0973. Fourth caller, 833-288-0973. Tickets to see Parker McCollum coming to Viejas Arena next summer here in San Diego. It's only November. It's cold, wet,
A little chilly.
rainy, chilly here in San Diego.
Freezing this morning.
Had some big college football news yesterday. Why is James Franklin leaving so much money on the table to take another job in college football? We'll get to that and more coming up next with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. SD fat loss is how I lost my weight, 40 pounds in 60 days. But the great thing, I have kept the weight off. We are over 2.5 years now since I went through the program in 2024. It is now 2023. It is now 2025, almost 2026, and I still feel great. I lost up to a pound of fat per day, 10 to 20% of my body weight in 60 days. You can do the same eating real food from the grocery store or even restaurants. No shakes or bars or mixes, no exercise necessary, and no injections. The injections, yeah, they work for some people. Some people experience side effects, and pretty much everybody has to stay on them forever or the weight comes back. If that does not sound like something you want to do, and you want to do it a healthy way to change your metabolism, sdfatloss.com is the way to go. Go to the website, set up your free consultation, and right now, before December 31st, take advantage of their biggest discounts of the year, over $400 off, but limited spaces for the $400 off. So act now by going to sdfatloss.com. That's sdfatloss.com. Results may vary.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Remember to listen at 9 a.m. when we announce the name of today's biggest fan. Oh, my camera. Come on. Who wants to see two Woodses when
No one.
you can see me talking about the biggest fan? Chance to qualify for a night in our Odyssey Suite at Petco Park for a future Padres game with all of the fan staff catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. Just register your name at 973thefansd.com/biggest fan and then listen at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5:30 p.m. each day for your 10-minute window to qualify for our grand prize. We're about an hour and 20 minutes away from our name being called later this morning. James Franklin has a new job, and I must say I had to do a little bit of extra research to figure out why on earth he took this job. So when James Franklin was fired by Penn State earlier this season, after, basically a bad 3 weeks and the historic inability to win the big game that they wanted him to win, but he's had a lot of success, a lot of wins at Penn State over the years, they owed him quite a bit of money. I believe it was in the range of $40 to $50 million for his buyout.
49 mil.
Yeah, almost $50 million. But in that contract language, it said if you take another job, that is offset by the salary of your new employer. We no longer have to pay. We'll make you good. If you can't find another job out there, we owe you $49 million.
Yeah.
But James Franklin, when he was fired, went, I think nationally, went and said, no, I would like to coach again right away. I'd look for a new job. And yesterday it was announced that he is being hired by Virginia Tech as the new coach of the Hokies, who, of course, fired their coach, I think just 3 games into the season, have been looking for a new one. They acted quickly. James Franklin was on the market, which means now Penn State, the big winner in this whole thing, only is going to owe him $9 million out of that $49 million buyout. I mean, that is like huge, huge party for Penn State right now. They thought,
They say $40 million.
They just say $40 million because James Franklin decided, I don't want to be a lazy, retiree and just sit on my butt for the next few years, which I could, pretend to look for a job. It's not right for me. No, it's not a good fit for me. And there's really nothing Penn State could have done about it. They would have had to keep paying him and paying him. But it also means he's kind of working at Virginia Tech for free, essentially. Like, yeah, they're paying him, but he didn't have to work to make that money.
Yeah.
He won't make $1 more than he would have had he just been sitting at home for the next few years.
And I originally thought, so I understand, right? If you're Virginia Tech, you're like, that's a huge, huge name. He won 120 games with Penn State. He's a big, big name. And you got to replace Frank Beamer, right, who retired. That's your gold standard at Virginia Tech, and he's been gone for a long time, but he was there almost 30 years. So I thought to myself, if you're Virginia Tech, it makes sense. If you're James Franklin, I go, man, you're leaving here for a place like Virginia Tech that doesn't have near the resources that Penn State did, and you couldn't win the big game. Like, how's this going to work? But then I was reading too, they're going to add at Virginia Tech, Ben, a $229 million to the athletics budget over the next 4 years. So trying to sweeten the pot for any coach that would want to come aboard. Maybe it's a great fit. Maybe it's not. Again, it's, can you get players to go play for you? He's done a good job of that at,
I think it's
Penn
a good
State.
hire.
I think it's a good hire.
I think it's a good hire.
For him, though, like walking again, it's, I don't want to go as far to say ego, but like, I think there's some ego involved of like, no, I'm going to prove to everybody that I am actually a good coach and I'm going to turn this program around. And I think there's something interesting in that for a guy that's not ready to be done yet. You know, he's just not
a contract though. You're owed that money.
Yeah.
Like he would be totally within his rights to just sit on his ass and collect another $40 million.
But he couldn't coach.
Right.
You know, and you only have so many years on, so many years. The years are finite for all of us, right? Like there's going to be an end date. If you want to get back to coaching, what's it worth to you to get back to coaching? Apparently it's worth about $40 million.
Adam says in order to get paid, Franklin was required to look for a job. That is standard. Offset language. Brian Kelly has it, but it also is easily worked around.
Sure.
It's, there's not that many college football jobs out there. You're not a fit for every single one.
What does that mean? I checked my email this morning. I didn't get any offers. I looked though.
I was on unemployment once, one time. And I remember it was kind of a pain in the ass, but I wasn't making $40 million. I'd jump through any hoop you wanted me to jump through to keep, collecting that money. But I think what it boils down to is the guy's a football coach. He wants to coach.
Do you feel bad even if you're owed that much? Like you signed the contract, they agreed to it, they said they're going to pay you. But if you're going to would you feel bad? You're like, I'm just going to sit here and take $40 million from the school that fired me.
Honestly, man, you fired me. We signed a contract. You owe me that money.
I agree with Woods.
Anthony Rendon's getting every nickel of his contract. The guy never plays. He's getting every nickel. And I mean, they signed the contract.
And even if you're obligated to look for a new job, you could take a job as a high school coach, making $12,000 a year.
Yep.
And then Penn State would still owe you $48,930,000 of the $49 million because it's offset. But you found a new job. You could have done it that way, but he didn't. He went for a big time college football job. And good for him if that's what he wants.
That's what he wanted to do.
I don't know. I mean, probably would have given it a try, not working for a while to see how it felt. But he didn't want to do that.
Did a little TV,
a little bit.
Yeah, did a little bit of TV,
like a month and a half, and that's it. And now he's getting back into the college football coaching game.
Yeah, but I do subscribe to. We have a contract. There was a buyout in it. You owe me that money. That's my money. But he's kind of letting Penn State off the hook. And again, as Adam says, he was supposed to submit proof, which we've all had to do on unemployment. I've had to submit proof that I was looking for a job and write down people's names that I talked to and all that. So just to get your money. This is a little bit different in that, this was a long contract that was not paid out in full.
But I can't imagine you don't have to find the highest paying job that you don't like at all. You find a job and then they have to pay you the offset salary. It could have been for much less responsibilities than running a Division I program like Virginia Tech, but he went all the way. Honestly, I don't know if it was ever an option. If his agent knew he was going to go for one of these jobs, you could have gone to Penn State earlier and went, let's take out the offset language. We'll give you back $25 million right now.
Yeah, and could have gotten a little more.
And you can guarantee it, but I'll get to keep whatever I get from my new job and from you at the end of the deal. I don't know if Penn State would have gone for it, but
it's pretty interesting how college football works, right? I mean, because a lot of guys will start at the bottom, work their way up to the top. They get near the top, doesn't go well. They get fired. Then they go back down to the, little bit lesser than program, and then a little bit lesser than program. And then, man, he's hot again. Let's get this guy back in here, and you can go get a top job again. There's been guys that have really hit every tier, and there's no order to it. There's no order to the way that the tiers go. You can start at the top, slide to the bottom, get back to the top. You can start at the bottom, work your way to the top, back to the middle, back to the top. It's if you can coach and you're a good salesman and they think you're a good recruiter.
Think of Lane Kiffin, just up,
boom,
down,
boom,
NFL,
boom,
college,
yeah.
low college, higher
It's
college,
wild.
lower college, just boom, boom, boom. Now he's back on his way up again.
It would be so hard I just think about myself, like in that, like if you're Lane Kiffin. So I heard recently, I think I saw a report on Twitter yesterday that said that LSU allegedly sent the team plan or the private jet, pick up the Kiffin family to tour them around Baton Rouge to give him a look at what it would be like to be the head football coach at LSU. So
It's a great day.
It's a great day to be a Tiger.
Oh, Lane Kiffin would.
Lane Kiffin would be fine. Yeah, he'd be great. So
bring a banjo out there to the podium.
Florida is after him as well. At some point, like he's such a legend at Ole Miss, but there's always something a little bit better. Like for a college football coach, so like the little bit better, a little bit better. Chasing that little bit, I think, would make me insane over the years.
This hour on Better Woods brought to you by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on custom cards and custom wrapping paper. Great gifts plus shipping supplies and services to get your packages there safely. Don't miss out on the latest laptops, up to 45% off. Staples. That was easy. The old, if I didn't spit, you must have quit defense did not work out so well for Jamar Chase. Give me an update after a check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by the San and out of trouble, several earlier accidents, but yeah, I have nothing to report this time around. Might still see a stray shower and some slick roadways, so always a good idea to be extra careful and might want to have those headlights on so you're more visible to other drivers. A little gray in some parts of the county. Workers' comp fraud costs us all. Fake claims and premium scams drain $34 billion a year. That means nearly $1,000 more per worker and higher prices for everyone. Workers' comp fraud hurts us all. See it, report it, stop it. Learn more at SanDiegoDA.com. And Kelly Danick with Ben & Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
The NFL believed the video evidence over the word of Jamar Chase, who said he did not spit on Jalen Ramsey before getting punched in Sunday's game. The video said otherwise, and yesterday Jamar Chase was handed a 1-game suspension, which based on his salary of over $8 million plus bonuses is going to cost him about $500,000 unless he wins his appeal hearing, which is happening today. The justice system works swiftly in the NFL. They will hear that appeal today. I don't know what his argument is going to be.
Wasn't me.
Here's the video.
That was not me.
That's weird because I didn't do it.
That was not. I don't know what you think you saw, but it wasn't me.
Just believe every video you see on the internet.
There's a lot of gas. There's a lot of gaslighting that goes on nowadays.
That's AI.
That's a tough one.
That was not me. I don't know who that guy is. I can't identify
on nobody.
I didn't spit on nobody. I did not. It was not me. He did not talk to media yesterday either. Jamar Chase did not. After this came down that he would be suspended. So yeah, man, just own it. Move on. You're fine. Everybody likes Jamar Chase. Great player. It's not the end of the world. You didn't stab the guy. Like, it's not the end of the world.
The guy for the Cowboys spit on somebody on like the first play
of the first game
of the season, and
yeah, Jalen.
No one's
got rid of that.
So Jalen Carter, it's an interesting situation because they didn't suspend him, but he got ejected at the very first moment, so he missed that whole game.
Missed the whole game.
They didn't
That's
have
true.
him another game, but he got paid for that game.
Yeah.
Because he started it and was there, and so he's not losing the same kind of money. So I would imagine Jamar Chase's agent's going to go, okay, but this guy got spit. He didn't get suspended at all, and you're suspending my guy. My guy's losing all this money, and Jalen Carter didn't. How does that make sense?
Go to college punishment. He's suspended for the first half.
First half. The old Nick Saban, buddy. Yeah, he did get suspended. He got suspended for that game. He got ejected for that game.
Yes, he missed it.
But I wonder if he did get paid. I wonder if they docked his pay.
I think he got paid.
I'm sure he got a fine though.
Yeah,
maybe he got fined. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is hey, listen. I think it one of those things where it's like, it was the heat of the moment. I screwed up. Yeah, I guess I did spit on him. My bad.
Meanwhile, Monday Night Football last night, you heard it here on 97.3 The Fan. Dallas Cowboys, first game since the death of Marshawn Nealon. A lot of tributes to Nealon last night. They beat the Raiders handily in Las Vegas, 33-16.
Should have been more. CD Lamb dropped a sure touchdown. Like no one on him. little bit underthrown, but it hit him right in the hands. There was no one in front of him. It should have been at least 40-16, but saw a thing on ESPN when we got in. How impressed were you by the Dallas Cowboys victory last night? Not very. They were playing the Raiders. Like, not very.
Yeah, it keeps them on the fringe of playoff contention.
4-7 now, or
4-5-1.
4-5-1.
Yeah, they have the tie.
4-5-1.
Which is
they were 3. Okay,
they're not out of it, but they also, again, they had to get that one. If they can't beat the Raiders, then you're not even thinking about going forward. I still don't think they're going anywhere the rest of this season, but they stepped up, and it's
won a game.
It's a tough situation. The way that Marshawn Nealon, obviously his life ended, and the circumstances that are still being investigated and everything. It's awkward, but they did have plenty of tributes, and it seemed like they wanted to win one, in his memory last night.
For sure. And they played well. I mean, as they absolutely should have. The Raiders are as bad as it gets right now.
All right, we got 2 hours to go. I need some parental advice. I think you're a good person to ask.
You came to the right place. Nobody's got it more clocked than me.
I'm having trouble with the new reality I face with one of my kids no longer living at home with me. Get to that and more coming up next. Ben Woods, Paul, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
halfway home on a Tuesday. Ben and Woods, 97.3, The Fan. Great to be here with you. I'm Woodsy. It's Paul Reindl, executive producer of the program. Ben Higgins, your friendly neighborhood sports anchor. And, yeah, almost empty nester at this point.
Halfway there. And that has led to a bit of a dilemma, and I would like to get both of your advice on this. Because no matter what I do, I always feel a little bit guilty. I don't know how often I should call my own child on the phone now that he no longer lives at my house and I don't run into him, in the hall and at, mealtime. And I feel like if I call him too much, I don't want to be that dad that's calling every day or even every other day and bothering your child.
Does he call you a lot?
Not really, no. He called me once, I think.
He's a lot like you.
Do you guys text throughout the day?
Not a lot.
You don't
He's
text
very
a lot?
independent. No, he's very independent. I've settled on a rotation of about every 4 to 5 days. That
pretty
I give him
good.
a call. And I feel okay about that.
When he answers, does he sound perturbed?
No,
or is
no,
he
he's always
"Hey,
happy.
Dad."
No, he's always happy to hear from me. But if I call him more often, I don't have a ton to say to him.
We know.
Because, well, I'm not a
Sure. Okay.
conversationalist. What's the right amount that you should call your own child on the telephone?
Once a week.
Once a
Thank
week
you for
feels
calling.
okay?
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Yep. That was Ben and his mother.
Thank you for calling.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Yep. Sure. Yep.
I always get the sense that my own mother would like me to call her a little more often, but I'm never unhappy when she calls me. I'm always happy to hear from her.
Sure. Ooh, it's a tough
Now
one.
we live like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
away.
and we're
He
different.
lives,
We're different
you know,
ages.
now.
We're different ages. This is his first time away.
Right.
Why don't you try to ease in with maybe more texts?
Could do that.
Just, hey,
How's it going?
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Thought about you today when blank, whatever. Hope you're doing good.
It's a good plan.
Everything good.
It's a good plan.
And then, hey, I'll give you a call this weekend if you're not. What's your weekend schedule? I'll give you a call.
I think my texting is always so functional. Like
you when you need.
Hey, what do you want me to pick up for dinner? Sort of. Those are the kind of texts I always send. And now that he's no longer living with us, I don't have as many functional texts.
Okay.
Like, all right. Okay. Think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. Okay. Think.
Okay.
All right. Think.
Now
Okay.
you're
All
just-
right. Now you're
thanks.
repeating it. You're repeating it. You have had fun with your audio.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Think.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Stop. All right. Okay. Think.
Okay.
All right. Think.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
You can listen to it all day.
You've added to that.
What's the longest we can make that run without losing our minds? 15 minutes? Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Think.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
All right.
Okay. Think.
Okay.
All right. Think.
Okay.
It
All
was
right.
a long.
Okay.
No,
Just
we-
loop
all right,
it.
Okay.
Let
Okay.
me-
Think.
let me-
Okay.
let
All
me
right.
look
Okay.
back.
How
All right.
long
Okay.
was
Okay.
the
Think. Okay.
conversation?
All right. Okay. Think. Okay. All right.
Thanks. Bye. My buddy Joe Little texted. He said, "I feel this. My boy's at UCLA now, and I'm lost. Like, what do I do?
Oh man.
How do I handle it?" Our conversation lasted. Let's see. I'm gonna go into my recent calls. Called him yesterday. It lasted 10 minutes.
That's good.
Solid 10-minute conversation.
Okay. All right.
See, longer than that, Paulie. 10 minutes. He told me he had been working all weekend, but he
Okay.
had the day off. He'd just been relaxing, and he was going to go to see.
And that's code for
A show.
smoking marijuana.
It's possible.
That's the code. Oh, me?
It's on his own.
I'm just relaxing.
But he was going to go to a show
recovering.
later that night. And I said, "Oh, who are you going to go see?" He said, "It's this Japanese rock band that's performing. I'm very excited to see them."
Okay.
And I said, "Oh yeah, what style of music?" He goes, it's kind of like dissonant, like sounds like, that.
Like My Bloody Valentine.
So I looked it
means
up.
nothing to you.
He went to see a band called Boris,
Boris.
Japanese rock band that draws, this is from their Wikipedia page, variously from styles such as sludge metal, drone, noise, psychedelia, and minimalism. They've been around for a while, formed in 1992. They've even opened for 9 Inch Nails at some point. They have over 20 studio albums, so they've been a prolific band
Wow.
in the noise rock Japanese genre.
The Japanese sludge metal noise genre.
And did just a quick bit of research.
Yeah.
I feel like that might be my nightmare concert to attend. Paulie, do we have any Boris that we can play for the tier ones just to hear what it sounds like?
Let's see here. I think this is the right band. Sounds like it.
I'm into it. There's not a damn thing wrong with that.
Skip ahead.
Yeah, I want to hear some vocals. They sing in Japanese? Yeah, I think so. He could be saying MFer, MFer, FU, MFer. I would have no idea. Bro, that beat is... That's serious. It's hard.
Yeah.
Let's see a little more from the history of the band. Boris's debut single,
It's a Motorhead.
Absolutego, was released in 1996 on their own record label, Fangs Anal Satan.
Say that one more time.
I don't think I need to say it one more time. That's the name of their own record label.
Sounded like you said.
Because I may have misheard. I thought you said Fangs Anal Satan.
That's what it says.
you said.
Fangs Anal Satan.
Live on the radio.
That's what it says. That's the name of their own record label that they released their music under. Fangs Anal Satan.
Oh, that
I'm just giving a history
is
of
a
Boris.
1 seed in the tournament of drops.
Fangs Anal Satan.
We got to go 64 this year. We have to. We don't have a choice.
Sorry.
We have to go 64 drums.
I think we may need to do a field of just Ben drops.
The whole thing.
Band is currently made up of 3 members: Takashi, vocals, bass guitar; Wata, vocals, lead guitar; and Atsuo, vocals. Fangs Anal Satan.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah,
I liked that song.
Maybe it's a different
What was-
pronunciation in Japanese. I don't know.
Possibly. What's the name of that song,
I
Paul?
think that was called Pink.
Pink.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to add that to my playlist because I really enjoyed that.
Rod says we have a new F for Ben's alphabet.
I don't have a sister is also going to be a 1 seed. Yes, don't worry about that at all. That was awesome. That was absolutely incredible.
I don't have a sister.
Yeah, that's a 1 seed as well. Whew, man. Maybe
Fangs Anal Satan.
we don't wait for March to do this. Maybe we do this in
It's getting
November.
close. We're getting closer.
Maybe we do it in November every year. Oh, let's hear some more chorus. Your son just last night like this.
It's a different album. It's
Text him today. How was Boris?
I will do so.
Yeah.
I doubt he's probably still.
Don't bother
That's
him.
a 12-minute
Definitely
song.
too early.
I'm trying to.
Oh, they had a on their first album with their original label, they had a 69-minute song track that was basically
Shut
just
up.
noise. Apparently,
That is unbelievable.
On their first album?
I believe so. That's what they said here.
They've been around for a while. 1996?
Yeah, 25 albums. He said
Holy crap.
69 minutes.
It's 1 hour and 22 seconds.
Oh,
All right.
no, it's just 60 plus minutes.
All right,
for the first
so-
track. What's it
Yeah.
called?
Absolute Ego. Absolute, like all one word.
Absolutego. Absolutego.
Ego. One. Yeah. Absolute Go. Yeah.
60-minute track.
Followed by a 7-minute and 53-second.
Short, little short song.
All right. So for your listening pleasure, here it is in its entirety. Boris's Infinite Ego.
It's that
This.
for an hour. It's 19 minutes in. 33 minutes in.
Hey, we're gonna do one we haven't done in a while.
42 minutes in.
Here it comes. You've been waiting. You're like, oh my God, they're gonna play the 60-minute song. They actually did it.
50 minutes. It's the same.
It's the same
just
thing.
wow. I just skipped ahead 5 minutes. It's the same sound.
Wow. Eric
What is-
said Tool has a just noise track called Useless Idiot because only an idiot would listen to it. Yeah, Lou Reed did an entire album like this. It was called Metal Militia. I think I've talked Metal Militia. Is that right?
I think I'd rather
They-
listen to Bob Dylan.
Play a little bit of Lou Reed. Is it Metal Militia? It is absolutely And when you find out why he did it, he kind of did it as like an FU to the label because that's what Lou Reed did a lot. Sounds like something I would do. It's called. Is it
Can't find it.
Metal Machine Music? Sorry, not Metal Militia. Metal Machine Music. Hit play on the first track. One night, I think it was last year, maybe the year before. I tried to see how much I could get through it.
Oh, Metal Machine Music
Yeah,
Part 1.
Part 1.
16 minutes.
Just
yeah,
hit
Part 2,
hit,
Part 3.
Hit
Part 4.
start. That's it. The whole album is like
It's
this.
just that.
And I laid in bed with it in my ears, and I was like, "How long can I make it?" I made it like 13 minutes, and I was like, "I'm gonna lose. This is it."
10 minutes in.
Yeah. Very avant-garde.
Very.
The label gets it. They look at him. They're like, "All right, we get it. Okay." So, I mean, there's a place for it. Certainly. I like that Boris band a lot, though. I love that your son loves music so much.
Didn't get it from me.
Maybe I should call him once a week
You
instead
should.
of you.
Yeah,
Maybe he can tell him he can text me anytime.
Right.
I'd like to know about all of these. But
he
yeah,
has to call you dad.
I think, yeah, yes, call me dad. But I think like I'm older now, so I try to call my parents as much as I can. And I'm lucky because my parents are 2 hours ahead, right? And I call them in the morning. They're both early birds. So I call my mom or dad at least once a week on the drive in. I talk to my mom.
6 a.m., 6:30.
Yeah, I talked to my mom this morning when I was driving in. Talked to my dad yesterday. So they're going to be here tomorrow. I'm really bummed that the weather is going to be fugly for their arrival. We have so much to do that they want to watch their grandkids play sports. And if sports gets washed out, they're going to have their grandkids. But I don't know what they're going to do. But yeah, I think when I was in college, though, Benny, I gotta be honest with you. I didn't really like my parents calling me very much. I didn't.
Well, that's what I'm worried about as well.
I
don't want to be the bothersome dad who's like, I'm not doing it because I'm like checking in to see if
he's alive.
Yeah, I am doing it
right
to see if he's alive, but I'm not doing it because I think he's up to no good or anything.
Right.
Trying to monitor him, or it's not a police state.
You're not a big monitoring guy.
I'm not.
I think if I were you, I would text him a couple times a week and then maybe call him on
once a week
weekend, like a late Saturday, like 4 or 5 p.m. just to see how he's doing.
That seems like a good time.
Yeah.
It's up. He's hopefully
he's up.
Sometimes he's at work. He's got his work schedule kind of fluctuates between days, so I never know exactly when he's working too, and I don't want to interrupt him when he's working.
Text always is better. Just check on him.
That's true.
Yeah.
Get back to me at your convenience.
It's nice to see you being so vulnerable, though.
You're welcome.
I will say that.
Don't think I want to go with him to a Boris show.
Please go. I think that would be the coolest thing ever if you went
to go see Boris.
How do we make this happen? I have to see you at a Boris show just to see what you would look like.
I'm going to their website right now, BorisHeavyRocks.com.
Check out what their tour is. Because if they're in Seattle,
they might be coming down here. Absolutely.
I would do anything to go to a Boris show with you.
Boris, let's see. November 17th. Seattle. Yep, they're heading down here. Los Angeles on November 22nd if you want to go.
No. San Diego?
Solana.
No.
We missed Solana Beach.
Oh, they were at the Belly Up. They
started their tour.
October.
They started their tour there.
Idiot. All right, next
totally
time.
Missed it.
Well, I mean, they've been around for a while. It seems like they're going to be around for a lot longer.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been to the Crocodile in Seattle where he went.
Nice.
I saw them last night.
Next time.
Could go up to LA on Saturday and see them.
I'm
gonna pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Speaking of music, we've got a game of Take on Woods coming up next. If you'd like to be our contestant, 5-question musical trivia challenge against Woodsy and try to qualify for our grand prize trip to Las Vegas and tickets to see Sammy Hagar, you can call now 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. We'll play our game coming up next with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Quickly, gang, let me tell you about QC Kinetics. Was very thankful for them again yesterday. Was back in the gym and lifting weights. And I thought to myself, man, I could not have done this 3 years ago. I don't think I could have picked up a 10-pound dumbbell. I certainly couldn't swing a T-ball bat. That's kind of what sent me over the edge back a few years back. And I said, man, there's just no way I can't. the pain in my wrists are too much. So I went to QC Kinetics. I was skeptical. I went in, got the treatments, and lifting heavier than I ever have, playing baseball, playing golf on Friday. Couldn't do any of this without QC Kinetics. I mean, truly, like, I can do what I want to do, even at 50 years old. So if you woke up this morning, you're not feeling great, your joints are killing you, your joints are inflamed, call QC Kinetics today. Set up a free consultation with Dr. Jackson and his staff. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery. Just your body remembering how to feel alive again. Swinging the golf club, hiking that trail, whatever it is that you want to do. That's the freedom that QC Kinetics helps people rediscover every single day. Great time to book your free consultation, guys. Call QC Kinetics today at 619-614-PAIN, 619-614-PAIN. It's QC Kinetics, locations in Torrey Hills and Hillcrest, 619-614-PAIN.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
fathers and sons just announced that the two games, the NFL games, will be played on Christmas Day on Netflix, which will be the Cowboys Commanders and then the Lions against the Vikings. The first game will be called by Ian Eagle. The second game will be called by Noah Eagle.
Your beloved.
Oh,
he loves him some Noah Eagle.
the Eagles.
You love the Eagles.
I love the Eagles.
You do.
I,
You are
I
a
also love
huge
the
fan.
Eagles, and I love the Eagles.
Mhm.
Two of my favorite broadcasters in
Yep.
sports, and they each get a game on Christmas Day on Netflix.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, massive cast of. I mean, Netflix hires one off, so it's a lot of the normal broadcasters from other networks, but Kay Adams, Austin Eckler, Devin McCourty, Michael Irvin, Ian Eagle, Matt Ryan, Nate Burleson, Melanie Collins, Sarah Walsh, special guest Bert Kreischer, Scott Hansen, Kyle Long, Gene Steratore. That's just game
That's
one.
game one. Jesus. My God.
Second game, Jamie Earl, Brandon Marshall, Manti Te'o, Noah Eagle, Drew Brees, AJ Ross, Diana Rossini, Seth Rollins from WWE. They are sparing no expense, but of course they have lots of money.
Lots and lots of money.
At Netflix. All right, we got a contestant on the line. Let's get to it. It is time to play Take on Woods. All guests on Men of Woods appear on the David P. Shapiro Fan Hotline. David P. Shapiro criminal defense attorneys helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapiro.com. And we got Tamara on the hotline right now. Hello, Tamara. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. All right. Take on Woods, brought to you by Bay Alarms, security and fire alarms for every business. We got you. 5 questions of musical trivia, Tamara. If you can beat or tie Woods, you will be put into our grand prize drawing for a trip to Las Vegas to see Sammy Hagar in concert. 2 tickets to his March 20th show at Dolby Live at Park MGM. 2 nights at the Park MGM and a $100 gas card. Check out all the shows at Ticketmaster.com. And we'll even let you choose our category here. The choices are Bye, Bye, Bye. Those are 5 song titles and artists that have bye as the second word. So blank by blank. We have Feline Friends, 5 song titles and artists that include the word cat in their name. And if you were listening to the show yesterday, you'll enjoy this category submitted by Tier 1 Doug. It's called I Don't Have a Sister. Song titles and artists that all include a sister in their names.
So, I don't have a sister.
Bye, 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 Feline Friends, or I Don't Have a Sister. Tamara, what would you like to play?
Oh my gosh, so much pressure. How about, what was the first one again?
Bye, 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 Feline Friends, or I Don't Have a Sister.
Let's go with Feline Friends.
Okay, Feline Friends. 5 song titles and artists that all include the word cat somewhere in their name. You'll have 60 seconds. If you don't know one, say pass. We'll come back to it if there's time left on the clock. We start with our 2-second song. So Paul is going to play you some music. You need to give me the song title and the artist to score that point. Of course, if you don't know it, just say pass. We'll come back to it if there's time left on the clock. Tamara, are you ready to play?
Sure.
All right, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. The category again is Feline Friends. Your time begins when Paul plays the music. Good luck, Tamara. Let's take on Woods.
Pass.
Now known as Yusuf Islam, which British singer-songwriter is known for 70s folk tracks like Wild World and Father and Son?
Oh my gosh, pass.
Which modern queen of pop rap has produced top singles including Say So and Kiss Me More, teaming with artists including Nicki Minaj and SZA?
Doja Cat.
Correct. A father who never had enough time for his son is the theme of which 1974 song that became the only #1 hit for Harry Chapin?
Oh my gosh. Pass.
Putting Out the Fire is the subtitle for which 1983 David Bowie track recorded for an erotic horror film about sexy humans who turn into panthers. That's a tough one. Go back to song. Go back to our song.
Tamara, thanks for playing.
This is, you know what, she got one, and honestly, Tamara, this is a tough category.
Wow.
I don't know that one might be enough. Hang on the line. You might get a tie out of that. Cat Scratch Fever by Ted Nugent was the song. Cat Stevens is Wild World and Father and Son. You got Doja Cat. Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin, and Cat People by David Bowie. I don't know which ones Woods gets and doesn't get on this category. He does not get the benefit of what the category is. Makes it even tougher. Tomorrow's score locked in. Let's put 60 seconds back on the clock. Woods, your time begins when Paul plays the music. Good luck. Let's take on tomorrow.
Cat Scratch Fever by Ted Nugent.
Correct. Now known as Yusuf Islam, which British
Cat
singers.
Stevens.
Correct. Which modern queen of pop rap has produced top singles, including
Doja Cat.
Correct. A father who never had enough time for his son is the theme of which
Cats in the Cradle.
Correct. Putting Out the Fire is the subtitle for which 1983 David Bowie track recorded for an erotic horror film about sexy humans who turned into panthers.
Never seen that, but I need to. Cat Taint.
Cat People.
Cat Taint.
Cat People.
Cat Taint.
Cat People. 4 out of 5 is pretty good in that category.
What was the category?
Feline Friends.
Feline Friends. I have 4 of them myself.
Very, very well done. I thought that might be. Tomorrow got 1. It was a tough category. Tomorrow, thank you for playing.
Better luck tomorrow. Tomorrow.
That's a Ben line.
Try again tomorrow. Since you didn't win today. He didn't make that joke?
No, he didn't.
I'm shocked. I beat him to the punch.
You did.
Look at him.
Dang it.
He's really slipping. Look at him.
I thought of it. I
bet
did not
you
have
did.
a time to use it. Then I got distracted by the game, and
Here,
it's
let's
just
ask
as
her.
funny.
Tomorrow,
When you,
has anyone ever made that joke in your life?
See you tomorrow.
Never.
Never. I don't believe you.
Thanks for playing tomorrow.
Thank you
Appreciate it.
tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Try again
All
tomorrow.
right. Feline Friends.
Yeah, I kind of slayed that one.
I wasn't sure. You got Doja Cat real
Yeah.
quickly.
Well, I saw Dave. The show Dave.
Oh.
She was in that.
She was in that.
A minute.
Yeah.
But I figured David Bowie, you'd have a chance. I had never heard of it.
I'd never
but
heard
I
of that
needed
song.
a fifth cat.
What's it called?
Cat People.
Cat People.
The movie's
I don't
called
know-
Cat People.
Don't know that I've ever heard that song.
Yeah,
He's got-
it was described in Wikipedia as an erotic horror film about sexy humans who turned into panthers.
Save that. For some reason, save that whole thing. Eric says Woods wins and teases the loser. That's harsh. It had to be done. I'm sorry. I was feeling good. You need to win with grace and lose with grace. I do neither. So I think you guys have known this by now.
All right, let's take a quick timeout. When we come back, who's going to play second base for the Padres in 2026?
Xander Bogaerts.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then that leads me to another question in my mind,
Go ahead.
which
Shoot.
we can talk
Fire
about
away.
as well. We'll get to that coming up next with Mena Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, though, Prize Picks, my daily fantasy site, where you can put together lineups every single day, whatever sports you're watching, and win real money just by watching sports. You're doing it anyway, whether it's college or pro football, basketball, college basketball. I got games tonight. You can actually put lineups in with some of your favorite players right here in San Diego, and then win real money. You're picking against stat projections, so you're just picking more or less. You can go as few as 2, again, as many as 6. And win, again, real money. It's easy to play. It's easy to load up and withdraw from your accounts with Apple Pay, Venmo, or MasterCard. And when you sign up, make sure you use the code KWFN to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code KWFN to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Setting them as often as you like. Just do a quick $5 lineup here or there, or you can play a few times per day. You can even use the same player as many as 3 times in the same lineup with stacks. Many different ways to play. It's always fun to win at Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for details.
right, player. This is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Want to make something clear right now. Dub J, this is not a Jake Cronenworth erasure segment when I ask who is going to be the second baseman for the Padres. It's actually a potential promotion from Jake back over to first base because Padres need a first baseman as well right now. Welcome back. It is Ben and Woods. This hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by Toyota of Poway. It's the season to save at Toyota of Poway, voted San Diego's #1 Toyota dealer by USA Today. The Black Friday sales event is on with brand new Toyotas in stock and ready to roll. Hurry to Toyota of Poway or toyotaofpoway.com and drive home happy this holiday. The reason why I asked the question is I was looking through Jeff Passan's a big off-season primer that he put out this morning. And one of the areas that is extremely thin in free agency is infielders. Very few of them available on the free agent market. One of them is Ha-Sung Kim, who probably elected free agency rather than opted in for $16 million with the Atlanta Braves because the market is so, seller friendly. If you're a free agent infielder right now and a team needs a free agent, they don't have a lot of choices. So they might have to overpay for someone like Ha-Sung Kim, whether it's on a one or multi-year deal, and they feel like we can do better than $16 million this year.
You're talking middle infield, essentially.
All infielders, really.
I mean, it is pretty lean. I mean, there's a lot of names, but first base, there's actually quite a few guys that you could see.
Will the Padres get one of those free agent first basemen?
That's the thing.
If they don't, will they move Jake Cronenworth over to first? Because then they'd need a second baseman.
Yeah. I'm looking at second baseman right now. I mean, it's Jose Iglesias in the top 4 listed. You know what I mean? It's Gleyber Torres. It's Willie Castro. It's not great. What about my idea?
Gleyber might take the qualifying offer today as well, which means he wouldn't be a free agent. So
the deadline is noon today for players to accept. I think Michael King's already declined his. So you can make that decision early if you want to. But we'll find out on Dylan Cease today, right? I'm assuming he's going to decline as well.
Of course.
But yeah, my idea was just move Jackson Merrill back to shortstop where he really wants to be. And let's go into the future with a a kid that you had earmarked for shortstop until you went out and signed.
Hi, this is
Xander
Jackson Merrill.
Bogaerts.
So you had a complicated but exciting scenario.
Well, I have another one too. I mean, look, if you're looking at center fielders in baseball right now, Harrison Bader exists. He's out there. He had a good year for Philly last year, and he was I think he started with Texas. Is that right? Or New York? One of the two. Went from
New York, I think.
Yeah, and then ended up in Philly. 4.4 WAR last year. Can certainly handle it with the glove. He's a right-handed bat. You need right-handers in your lineup, but move Jackson Merrill back to shortstop. He wants it. You've got him under contract.
You could also
you
try
Jackson
to
second.
acquire an outfielder via trade. The Boston Red Sox have been, have surplus outfielders depending on what they do in the offseason. And you move Jackson Merrill. You get Xander back to second, where you had tried him for a while, and that was always kind of the long-term plan. Jake Cronenworth plays first base. And again, nothing against Jake. He won a Silver Slugger award this year as the utility award-winning Silver Slugger, and that he has great value in his ability to move around, play different positions, and produce offensively, obviously, for the San Diego Padres. I'm not getting rid of Jake Cronenworth, but I don't know that Gavin Sheets is an everyday first baseman,
right?
Especially against left-handed pitching,
right?
And they're both lefties, so what do you do with that position if you're not going to go out and spend? And it doesn't look like you're going to get a Pete Alonso or someone like that. What are your other options out there? Paul Goldschmidt is an interesting platoon option. He still mashes against lefties. Could you platoon a Paul Goldschmidt with a Gavin Sheets as your first base and leave Jake Cronenworth at second?
I mean, look, there's a bunch of different options at first base if you want to go out and go that route of a Paul Goldschmidt, right? But I don't listen. I mean, I'm literally trying to work within the framework of what we have currently. Is it cheaper to sign a center fielder, or is it cheaper to sign a middle infielder, second base type?
This offseason, probably the center fielder.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Alex just said all these options suck. Yeah, it's not great. Ryan O'Hearn still out there. Is not going to break the bank, I don't think either. So, but you need some right-handed bats at some point. But no, listen, Cole wants to know, well, is this fair to Jackson? Would Jackson want this? Yes, Jackson Merrill wants to be a shortstop. He said, how do you know? I said, he told me. Told my son. Jackson, this is Bo. He takes balls in center field now. He used to play shortstop, but he loves you so much, he wants me to hit him balls in center field. Quote, stay in the infield, kid. Quote, if you ask Jackson Merrill today, would you like to be the shortstop or the center fielder? He'd say the shortstop. I want to play shortstop at the big league level, which is what you drafted me to do. I moved out there, did you guys a solid for a couple years. I signed a nice extension. Let's get after it, man. Move Xander over to second. Move Jackson to short. You have a really dynamic infield at that point. Very dynamic infield. And
you could play Ramon Laureano in center, but this next season, and just find a corner outfielder as well, which is even easier than finding a center fielder.
So it came out today. I think Passan tweeted that the Red Sox are looking to move on from either Jarren Duran or Wilyer Abreu. Abreu is a really good hitter. Don't know what his defense would look like in center field. He's a right fielder. What about Tatis to center, Abreu to right?
I don't want to move Tatis.
I really don't either.
Double platinum glove award-winning position in right field. Dub J said, what was wrong with O'Hearn? What am I missing? Nothing. He's a free agent. He is just the same right now as any other player that is not on your roster. You cannot operate and think that Ryan O'Hearn is part of your team anymore. He may be, but there may be another team that outbids you for Ryan O'Hearn. You can't just pay whatever price for Ryan O'Hearn. You can make him an offer. He then makes a decision whether he wants to play for you, just like any other free agent, just like Luis Arraez out there, who, may well end up being a San Diego Padre. And Jeff Passan wrote about, I think one of the most interesting things he wrote this morning was about Luis Arraez. Tell you about it after a quick check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans. A couple things going on here, guys. One of them is this crash in Hillcrest, south on 163 past Washington Street. You got a couple cars involved there over to the right shoulder. Also reports of a collision on westbound King Freeway before the 805. That's over to the right shoulder. Northbound 805 at the North 15 connector ramp. Watch out for a stalled vehicle over to the right shoulder. Now, an important message from those cute kids at Caltrans.
My mom works for Caltrans on a freeway right next to speeding cars. Please be careful. Flashing lights mean move over. Brought to you by the kids of Caltrans.
Quickly, Janine says, but Schilt tried to gaslight people into thinking asking Merrill to move back to shortstop was unfair. LOL.
He did.
In the middle of the season, there's certainly an element
there was like
of
6 weeks left.
It's not ideal.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
But if you told him now, it's absolutely fair.
You want to see a 21-year-old kid froth at the mouth? Call Jackson Merrill today if you're Craig Stammen and AJ Pellet. Go, hey, by the way, you can be our shortstop going forward.
A lot of people said it was unfair for the Dodgers to move Mookie Betts to shortstop.
Yep.
He did fairly well there defensively last season. Didn't have his best offensive season, but defensively he was more than fine. He was actually quite good at shortstop. Now
listen, you can if you move what you have around, and spend it. Are you having a heart attack? You okay?
No.
Oh, you just grabbed your chest.
Oh,
It made me
no,
nervous. Like, we're at that age. If you start clutching at your chest, I'm going to need to call 911 or do mouth to mouth on you over there. Are you sure you're okay?
Please don't.
Why did you do that?
I don't think you're even supposed to do mouth to mouth anymore.
Why did you do that?
I was about to make a point and I just hit it a little too hard.
Don't hit your chest when you're ready to
Yeah.
make a point. Just wait for me to finish and then say it. He goes, pull the tape. Go find it. You scared me to
I
death.
just went a little hard.
Is this our bit? If we want to make a point, no,
just tap. You just hit the tap.
Paulie, what do you think?
Make your point. And
I can't
will
even
make
remember what it
mine.
was,
Fine,
'cause
then
your
I will
heart
make my
attack.
point. My heart attack
Fred
point
Sanford.
is here's why I still think Luis Ariz doesn't make a lot of sense. If you sign him, you're playing him at first base, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't make a ton of sense to go out and spend money on a free agent. And again, Luis Ariz is like Ryan O'Hearn, is like Pete Alonso. He's not on your team anymore.
Right.
He's a free agent available to all 30. Is he the right guy to go out and now sign to be your first baseman next year? Here's what Jeff Passan wrote. At 28, Luis Ariz, one of the youngest players available, obviously the 3 consecutive batting titles, led the NL in hits. Teams, though, can't help but see Ariz for everything he isn't, like a passable defender or any source of power, or even a halfway decent base runner. Ariz is perhaps the greatest litmus test yet for the power of batting average in the modern game. He's a contact savant, striking only 21 times in 675 plate appearances, lowest since Tony Gwynn in 30 years ago.
Hit him 7.
Ariz is genuinely great at what he does. What he does just so happens to not be valued the way it used to be. I just don't. If he's on your team, you have to find a place to play him. He was on the team the last 2 seasons. There was a value in having him on the team.
Way to spend their money.
I don't think there's value in going out and spending a ton of money and making him your first baseman next year.
No.
I just don't see it.
I don't either.
If he wants to come back on a really reasonable deal as a utility type guy and a DH
Good luck.
who's willing to bat 7th
for what, $2 million a year?
Absolutely. No, I'll pay more for a DH, that 7 hitting DH
Who wants a
of Luis
DH that
Ariz.
can't hit the ball in the gap or hit it one out of the ballpark?
That is so not what this team needs.
It's not even close to what this team
I just
needs.
don't see
Love
him.
the dude, great dude.
I just don't
great
see why
energy.
you devote your limited resources this offseason to Luis Ariz. He doesn't really solve any of your issues.
He really doesn't. He doesn't solve any of the Padres issues. And I did this. We did this last year too. Like, what team is a really good fit for him in the modern game? I don't know. It's probably why he's been on 4 teams. You know, that's probably why, because no one can kind of find out where you put him and what he's comfortable with.
Honestly, like 7-8 for the Dodgers.
Yeah, I mean, crush it.
A
Anybody.
team like the Phillies that has some boppers, the Blue Jays, maybe put him down there, get him on base. I don't know, but it's not this team. It's not this roster.
It's not in the 2-hole and playing first base. It's just not. It's not. I'm sorry.
Well, then for the limited money that you do have, he's not even a good fit in the 8-hole.
I mean, I do love the guy. I love the player, the person, all of that. I love his competitive spirit. There's no question about it. When he's hot, he's so fun to watch. When he's hitting, balls,
He's got an infectious attitude
He does.
that I think is good
which
for
I
a
think,
clubhouse.
and they love him. I think the players love him too, which is probably why they're considering on bringing him back. But I just don't think you could spend, 10, 12, 14 million bucks on Luis Ariz and make him your first baseman.
It's funny
again.
because so many people look at AJ Preller and see his personality and they think sabermetric nerd.
Not at
Not
all.
even close.
No.
Morning, guys.
He is maybe
Scout nerd.
He is maybe one of the most like looking for the right fit.
Well,
like,
he is now.
He now is.
Now,
like
it's learned.
It
He
is.
learned it.
It is,
because
but
he played it like rotisserie baseball.
makeup, like-
Hold on. He played it like rotisserie baseball for a while. And it was like, hey, man, even the players, every spring training were like, yeah, it's hard to tell who's coming and going these days. It's like, all right, I think even he realized, hey, this isn't a fantasy team. I got to start looking at not only good players, but good fits.
He cares more about, I think, the fit now than almost any other general manager, executive in baseball. That's the sense that I've got. And you're right. It has evolved.
It has evolved
from where he started to where he is now.
Because it was just throwing stuff at the wall and get in there and perform.
He finds players that he thinks are baseball dudes.
Yeah.
And tries to acquire them. And then he tries to make them, then he kind of jams them into his round hole. He jams his squares into his round holes.
God.
Square peg, round hole. You know what I'm saying here?
I do.
Yeah.
It's just the way you said it.
Into his.
It's not necessarily a roster fit, but he loves finding the right, the guy that he thinks has the personality for his team.
Yes.
Just got
Passon is saying he's not going to get a big deal at all. See, people in the chat wanting Pete Alonso. Of course you take Pete Alonso. He's going to want like $50 million a year. We don't have it. We're not getting him. It's not going to happen. We got to find the right person that fits all of our holes, Ben, is what you're saying.
That person doesn't exist completely. I just think Luis Ariz doesn't really fit any of them. He's not the player you're looking for
Alex
in
in the
free
chat.
agency.
Alex, yes, we need him. Of course he fits. They're not going to pay him. They can't afford to pay
Pete
him.
Alonso.
Now, I had a listener email me yesterday with their thoughts on the offseason. I don't think this is going to work, but if he gave me like a lineup and everything, it requires the Padres signing Pete Alonso.
Okay.
Your shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Okay.
Eugenio Suarez as DH.
Got it. Love it.
And then have Ryan O'Hearn sign him, have him come off the bench.
That's a solid offseason. Still have some pitching issues, though, so go ahead and pick up Framber Valdez.
I appreciate the effort. I don't think they're going to be in the market.
Ranger Suarez.
Yeah, I don't know if they're in the market for Alonso, Bichette, and Suarez.
Would be elite.
That'd be great. I miss those days.
And the funny thing that you missed those 2 off seasons where we were like, look at us, like drunken sailors.
That's a legitimate possibility in 2022.
Here's what's funny. If Andrew Friedman wanted to do it as a joke, he could do it today. Today, he'd be like, let's just get him. We'll figure it out later.
Hey, you guys want to really ruin baseball?
Hey, let's trade for Scooble while we're at it.
And Skeens.
Hey, we are cooking now.
We got our biggest fan announcement just minutes away. Paulie Reindl with a Reindl report and more. Stick around. More Ben Woods on the way on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. of Ben and Woods. And since it is 9 a.m., I know what so many of you are waiting for. To hear your name called in our biggest fan contest. Maybe today is the day for you. If you hear your name called, you're going to have 10 minutes to call us back and qualify for our grand prize drawing. It is 20 tickets, you and your friends, for a night in our Odyssey Suite at a Padres game this upcoming season with all the fan staff, all catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. You can register your name still at 973thefansd.com/biggest fan. But today's name at 9 a.m., Jackson Fawcett from San Diego. Jackson Fawcett from San Diego. You now have 10 minutes. Oh, the clock is ticking. 833-288-0973. If you didn't hear your name, I have another name today at 5:30, and we'll have more names all week long at 9 a.m. here on Ben and Woods. Good luck in the biggest fan contest.
Good luck, Jackson. Hope you move back to shortstop. Wrong Jackson.
Not Jackson Fawcett. Or
Jackson
Fawcett.
Merrill.
Jackson Morrell.
Paulie, shall we just get right to a Rindle report here?
Sure.
Crank
Let's
your
do it.
hog. It's the Rindle report.
And get things started here with our today's edition of the Rindle report.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Welcome to the Rindle Report with Paul Rindle.
Hi, Paul. All right.
2 stories from the world of sports that we haven't gotten to yet.
We'll start off in Major League Baseball.
And 1 story that you didn't know you needed.
Are you laughing, biatch?
It's the Rindle Report
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Okay, how are you?
on 97.3 The Fan.
Are you ready to bless the mood? I need some help, please.
That was good.
Can I get a yeah? Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right. Happy Tuesday, gentlemen.
Let's call it Tuesday.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right, let's get started. Very slow week here in sports. Not a whole lot that we haven't already gotten to. I'm going to give it a shot, though.
Yeah, we did go 15 minutes on James Franklin.
We did. Yeah,
We were as surprised as you all
we
were
were as
surprised.
surprised as you guys were.
most shows, I would say, a story like that, James Franklin,
Yeah,
take,
you get
a big
15
name,
minutes.
I get it.
Sure.
Taking a Virginia Tech, that's a Rindle report mention. We talked about
Yeah.
it for 2 minutes.
Not
and we
today.
move on. Today,
15 minutes we
got a
got
whole
out of it.
7:30 prime time.
Before you go any further, Paulie,
Yes.
let's bring on, is this Jackson?
This is Jackson.
What's
Let's
up?
go.
How do you say your last name? Is it Fawcett or Fawcett?
It's faucet.
Faucet.
Like a leaky faucet.
All right.
Got
Well, fair enough. Well, you have called back and qualified. Paul, you've got his information.
Yes.
All right.
He is good to
Congratulations,
go.
Jackson. You are into the drawing for the grand prize night in the Odyssey Suite. Thank you for listening and playing our biggest fan contest.
Thank you, guys. Shout out Jason Glatt for texting me. You're the man.
Oh, perfect.
Ah,
there you
yeah,
go.
Jason.
Love it.
Always the dilemma, because you're lowering your chances to win when you remind someone else
it's
to
good-
call in.
It's good
but
karma.
you also might get invited
Yeah.
if they win
Yes.
to get to the night in the suite. Which
That's the
who
move.
really
That's
cares
the
if you
move.
win if you get to go?
Yeah.
That's what's really important.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. There's only one person on this show that wouldn't text the other 2 back if they won. And we know who that is. If I can't have it, then you can.
Oh.
Good job, both of
All
you.
right.
Good teamwork.
We will get started here. I will start in the NFL. We briefly mentioned last night's just snoozer of a Monday Night Football game, Cowboys and Raiders. I did see this clip going around, though. This was their head coach, who is Schottenheimer, right? For
Brian.
the Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer, addressing the club or the locker room like they do after any win. And they had a pretty special moment. He got emotional with all of everything leading up to the game with Marshawn Nealand and them to come out and get that win in their first game back onto the field. Here's what it sounded like and what it looked like inside of the clubhouse with an emotional Brian Schottenheimer.
Hey, listen up, listen up. Hey, before we do all the celebration stuff. Hold it. So proud of you guys, man. Amen. Tough couple weeks.
Getting a hug.
We made them proud. You guys made them proud, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, here we go. I'm back. I'm good. I'm back. All right, here we go. That got touchdown CD. Yeah. Touchdown Sergey. Yeah. Touchdown GP. Yeah. That got touchdown the flow. Yeah.
Standard stuff that they probably do after every win from there on out. But a touching moment there. You getting emotional about the win.
Yeah. They lost a teammate.
That's so tough, man.
And they had the
had the bye week.
T-shirt. He was on the T-shirt too.
They had to just come back and play.
I find it.
Oh no.
No, it's not. I mean, you're gonna make fun of me, but
yeah,
winning a game is not a tribute to a person because it's not an insult. If they had lost that game, it doesn't mean that they cared any less about Marshawn Nealand. Is it not weird? Is it a little bit weird that you can't put all your like, hey, we need to play well in honor of this guy? Because if you don't play well, it doesn't mean you didn't love him and he didn't mean as much to you. So sometimes then the other way, I have to find it weird that you made it like all about him, that we won the game for him. Because you wouldn't at the end say, oh, we lost. I guess we didn't care about him enough. That's not how it works. Am I the only person who thinks this way in the world?
You don't think that way, by the way, because you fully were bought into the win for Peter Seidler bit, like all of us.
But I also had this. I mentioned the whole thing. It doesn't mean that we liked Peter any less if they don't win the World Series. I'd like them to win for him. I don't know.
So, what's your solution?
They didn't end up winning for Peter Seidler.
I know. What's your solution? Don't mention people that you love, that you want to dedicate the game.
I'm not saying that.
What are you saying then? Sometimes you just don't say anything.
I just find it somewhat awkward sometimes.
It can be a little bit awkward, sure, especially if you lose.
Right.
But I think you still do it.
Fair enough.
Because you want to remember your brother in arms or your father in arms.
Again, that's good. I have no problem with that. That's a good thing all the way through.
I think you have a problem with it.
I mean, if they lost that game, I don't think they come in to the locker room and be like, damn it, guys.
You guys really
I thought you cared about your teammate.
Right.
I think you just don't even mention it. But I think after a win.
That's the thing. You just don't even mention it then if you lose.
Right. But you're saying because you won, you don't think it's genuine?
Then you make a big deal about it if you win. But if you lose, you just forget about it.
He didn't even
entirely.
say anything really. He just said it's been a tough couple of weeks.
Well, never mind then. I thought that was a touching
I
moment.
did, Paulie, I was very touched by that.
I'm not saying it wasn't
hokey,
touching.
it's played out, and it's tired.
It's a tired trope.
It's us against the world. What's next?
Coaches doing
Nobody
this bit.
believed in us. Nobody thought we'd be here. I mean, you're right. I agree.
As soon as I looked over, I saw him give the old head nod, like the, huh. Once he heard that audio, I saw him do like a dog when you make a funny noise. He goes like this.
Kind of the head tilt. Yeah.
The head tilt. He's like, I can see the wheel spinning. I go, oh crap, I know what's coming.
My dog does that too. And I'm, hey, when you go, do you want to go?
Yep.
They're like, oh, do I want to go outside? You damn right I want to go outside. Start.
So good.
All right. Well, we will move
Says
on.
Ben cheered when they shot Old Yeller. Good. It was time. Put him out of his misery.
Yes.
As Jack is sinking to the bottom of the ocean. Yeah,
it was time for Old Yeller.
It was.
It wasn't like they just decided on a whim that it was time to shoot him.
Why are you so happy? They just shot this dog. Dude.
Huzzah!
You're like an alien sometimes. It kills me. He's crazy. You're a crazy person. I don't know about that coach honoring the dead guy. I don't know. It's just kind of.
I'm not trying to be contrarian like some people.
That's the thing. You're not.
I just can't turn the brain off sometimes.
I know.
I just can't.
I know. You got to work
there
on
has
having
to be an answer.
A
For
better
everything.
feel. Yes, everything always has to be an answer.
Yes, I know.
If you want
my problem.
If you want to know what,
it's always my problem.
You want to know what borderline insanity is? Being in a group chat with Ben. But I go borderline insane every night. I'm like, no, just let me vent. Well, actually,
I mean, it's like literally anything. He's like, dude, oh my God, I was on a walk in this car. It almost hit me.
Maybe the guy was having
around a tree.
Maybe the guy was having a bad day.
Well, that tree probably shouldn't have been that close to the road. I mean,
I've never taken lithium, but like he makes me when I text with him, it makes me want to take lithium. It's so true. Well, I mean, the guy was in a hurry. He was probably going to pick up his kids from school. Once you know what that's like, I'm like,
It's true.
bro, he almost killed me. So good.
He's not denying it, folks.
He's not denying it. Not even. I mean,
and I'm not even like, it's not like I hate this about you.
No,
You
I
have
love
to
it.
change. It's just how you're wired.
It's just
though.
who
I
he
think
is.
It's a little look into your brain.
That's who he is, man.
All right.
I
Well, we'll
love
try
it.
to make the jump here. Story one to
It's gonna be
story
tough to
two.
beat that one, dude.
From the NFL. Now, we never talk about
Never change,
junior
by the way.
college football, but I do have a pretty cool story in junior college football. So last year, I never thought I'd see in the NBA a father and a son playing together. It was a little bit hokey and played up, but LeBron got to play a game with his son in the NBA. It was pretty remarkable.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Well, I got a story here about Lamar and Josiah Willis. They play football for the Compton College Coyotes. It's a junior college football team. And they are related, but they are not brothers. They are father and son. Lamar is a 45-year-old who has gone back to college.
Yes.
Now that his son is there.
That's awesome.
He actually played as late as like 30 years old. He was playing junior college ball. It's been 15 years. His son is now a freshman. He has gone back, Lamar, to be a sophomore in junior college, and he got to take the field with his son.
What position does he play?
Let's see here if I can find actual positions.
God, they
Lamar.
they would beat your ass, man.
Dad
See
is a
that
wide
picture?
receiver.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dad's a Dad's a 5'10".
Dad looks ready. He looks ready.
Yeah, 5'10", 205 wide out. And then Josiah is a 5'11", 170-pound freshman defensive back. The team, they're like actually maybe the worst college football team in America. I don't know that that's really the point here. The point is, like, I think that's cool. What a fun bonding experience to get to go out and play any sort of like organized, junior college, even football with your son.
I hope Mrs. Woods is listening because I've expressed this before. My great, like, we have bucket lists and things, your goals that you set. One of my long-term goals, Bo is almost 8. He'll be 8 in February. Once he turns, I believe it's 13, he is eligible to play in the father-son baseball World Series
that
tournament
division or whatever.
in that division, father-son, out in Arizona, where I just came from in September. And I would be, at that time, I would be 55. Is that right? 5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, 55 years old. And if I can hang on, stay in relatively decent playing shape, he and I get to load up all of our stuff, go out and play a father-son tournament together. Cool. It's literally kind of what I'm hanging on for, to be honest with you. That's what's keeping me, like, wanting to lift and hit and play, because I dream about that. I think it would be the coolest thing to be like, oh my God, I'm playing first, and my son, who's 13 and loves baseball, is really good, is playing shortstop. Would be
one of the coolest things in baseball history was Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr., back-to-back home runs, right? Yeah. I mean,
it's the day I was born.
The day you were born,
September 14th, 1990.
Did not know
and
that.
he was your favorite baseball player.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I'm like dying to do this, dying to do it. So I appreciate it very much.
Dad, 45-year-old, he did not record any stats. He only appeared in 2 games. I think he got hurt. He is saying the fact that I got to take the field, even for one snap with my son, I got to put the cleats on, the pads, and do that. I have no regrets. The team itself, like I said, they play in the Southern California Football Association. It says here that they have lost 35 games in a row.
So we have a good shot at making that team, I think.
They went 0-10 on the year. They had to forfeit their final 2 games of the season. And it says here that their margin of defeat, I guess that's their way of saying the score point differential, was 12 to 480.
Oh, the
480
the aggregate
points allowed
for the season. Yeah, okay,
12 points.
They weren't very good.
It's tough,
but good for them.
Still out there grinding.
Speaking of father-son, LeBron James upgraded to questionable for tonight. Could return
first game back.
The Lakers first game back. Bronny started the last game while LeBron was playing with the G League. 0 points in like 10 minutes. Cool. Didn't do much.
And then finally, I just have one more. It's kind of like a PSA, but not like spreading positive promotion to it, because this creeps me out to no end. Have you guys ever watched the show Black Mirror?
My wife watches
on
it.
Netflix. I've seen a good amount of episodes.
I think I watched tried the first one and I didn't get into it.
It's very some episodes are just straight up weird. Some are like kind of a glimpse into what the future could look like. And this, I mean, this for all I know, this was an episode of Black Mirror, but it sounds just like it. There is a new company out there. It's called Two-Way, 2WAI.
A two-way would be fun.
2WAI. Two-Way.
And Two-Way is a new app that will allow users to use AI avatars of loved ones that have deceased, and it would allow you to carry on conversations, basically like FaceTime. You just hold your phone out and you can FaceTime anybody in your life. If you have videos and photos of them that it can learn from, it will take their voice and they will talk to you. They will answer your questions.
I don't want to like.
I don't need this.
I was just gonna say, I don't want to mock, but I don't think this is very healthy. That's just my opinion. I don't think it's healthy at all. Part of life is dealing with loss and learning how to deal with loss, move on from loss. If there's no loss,
at the same time, while I agree with you, if it makes you feel better, and 5 minutes every few days just to kind of help you remember a loved one.
Look at a picture.
But I mean, watch
a video.
A picture.
You already have a video.
A video. You put them all together. It's a little AI. It's a little more interactive. If you can process it and you're okay with it and it helps you, who am I to judge?
They put out a video that's got over like 40 million views, kind of explaining how it works. And the premise of it's like a 2-minute long video.
I don't want it.
The premise is like, I think of a little kid, like a 5-year-old kid who passed.
We know.
Or his grandma passes away.
just to be clear.
Who would it be? Who would it be? Hey, Woodsy, how are you? You doing good? You don't even like talking on the phone.
Yeah.
You're going to talk to an AI corpse? Yeah, sure.
Hey, Dad, I'm just having a rough day.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, they take all your videos and all your audio of you, and they put it in, and they're like, "Hey, Dad, I really miss you."
Okay, thank. Okay, all right. Thank.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
all right. Okay.
No, the kids are getting big. You would have really loved them.
Okay, all right. Okay.
You, Junior just started in first grade.
Okay, thank. Okay, all right. Okay.
Oh, this is weird, Dad. I missed you at Thanksgiving last night.
All right. Okay.
We really had a good.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Dad, we had a good time. But you sure? You sure are missed.
Okay.
I walked in the garage the other day, and I was really. I saw your golf club sitting there, and it made me so sad. And I don't play golf.
All right.
But
Thank.
I was just thinking about maybe taking up the game because it would be a good way to honor your honor your memory.
All right.
Yeah, I can see your kids doing yours. Like, who would you do? See, I want you to think about it for 24 hours. I want you to come back. Who would it be? Would it be your mom? Hi, Mom, I miss you. It's weird. Just look at a picture of your mom and think about it.
That's fine. You had an example video, or is it too late?
No, it's not too late. We have 40 minutes. Do whatever we want.
So yeah, in the video, their premise was picture like a 5 or a 6-year-old kid. Grandma dies. He never really got to know them, and it's like the evolution of his life. He's turning 18. Hey, Grandma graduated high school or whatever.
He doesn't know his grandma.
He doesn't, and here it is picking him up. He's at 30 years old.
He's gonna be a great grandmother.
Oh, Charlie! Oh, congratulations!
She says that he's been kicking a lot, though, like a little too much.
Tell her to put her hand on her tummy and hum to him. You loved that.
Oh.
Yeah, no way.
Oh, man.
You would have loved this moment.
Okay.
You can call anytime.
No, thank you.
That's creepy.
I'm out. I'm so all the way out.
Very creepy.
I like this point. Matt says, Ben wants to use AI if it makes you feel better. Don't you dare say you won a game for a dead teammate. That's where he draws the line.
Don't use my own logic against me.
My ears are burning right now. Oh, thank you, Paulie. That was absolutely elite.
All right. Okay. Thank.
Dad, I really miss you so much. I woke up this morning and I
I wish you were there with me. Mm-hmm. Sure.
It's like Arnold Palmer and I got a tea time. I gotta go. What do you want? Wrap it up, Jack. Let's go. Graham, come on.
Sure.
Got a little breaking SDFC news for you. Player roster related. We will let you know what it is coming up next after a quick check of traffic with Kelly Danick on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Oh, man. I want to tell you guys real quick about Eco Water. Eco Water got the system going on 3 years now, I think, right around this time, man, 3 years ago. And I remember my wife's like, oh, another one of your radio things, right? You're going to get a new fence or a putting green or something. I said, babe, I'm telling you, these guys, this stuff's amazing. I tried the water, met with the guys, and she's like, all right, as long as they don't mess up anything in the house. Man, they came in, they installed it. It was perfect. Now we got Eco Water coming out of every single faucet in the home. Begrudgingly, she had to admit it was a good decision and a wise decision by your old pal Wood. So get the good water in your home. Get rid of the hard water that's ruining your pipes, all of that. Also, they are the latest. They have the latest and greatest, most advanced technology in water treatment for your family and business. The first with Wi-Fi and leak detection, the first with remote monitoring, the first with whole home automatic cutoffs that can stop a leak before it becomes a disaster. That is not just innovation. That is protection you can see and control. Not just about protection, though. Again, better water for everything you use it for. Their reverse osmosis system gives you bottled quality water straight from the tap. You add those alkaline filters, your hydration gets a healthy boost. It's all we drink in our home. Try the Soft Life and alkaline water now, just $9.95 a month. 760-350-3338 or visit ecowatersocal.com. Let them know Woodsy sent you. Not everything in life should be hard, especially your water. Keeping it soft since 1925.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open. Hey player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy.
This holiday season, too many San Diegans will go hungry. Join 97.3 The Fan and support the San Diego Food Bank. Donate food directly online through our Odyssey San Diego Food Fund, where every donation helps feed local families. Go to 973thefansd.com/food fund and give today. Mentioned some breaking SDFC news. MLS, it's our first year. Trying to get used to this. It is a very complicated league, isn't it?
Yeah, I think a lot of soccer, football can be very difficult when you talk about like transfers and loans and things like that.
We're learning. One of the key players for SDFC this year has been defender Luca Bombino, who they acquired on loan from LAFC, which is, like a rival. Like it would be like,
give me Muncie for the weekend.
Borrow
like,
Max Muncie for the
fine.
season. You don't need him. Doesn't work in other sports. But today, SDFC announced they have exercised the permanent trade option to acquire Luca Bombino from LAFC in exchange for $200,000 in 2026 general allocation money. Additionally, LAFC will retain a future sell and trade percentage and can earn up to an additional $900,000 in GAM if certain performance metrics are met. So essentially, SDFC has decided to keep Luca Bombino permanently, and they're paying LAFC a little bit extra. Plus, if they ever, sell him in a transfer like to another league for like $2 million, then LAFC gets a chunk of that. They basically own a percentage of Luca Bombino going forward if they ever make some big money on a resale of him.
Okay.
But they do keep the 19-year-old who's been a key young player, and he is very emblematic of what this SDFC roster has been. Really, mostly young players. They're one of the youngest teams in all of MLS, which is really exciting when you think about it, because they're also one of the best teams in MLS. That's a great combination. You don't see that in many sports.
But do you worry about MLS? And these were some of the concerns I heard before we got an MLS team. Well, if they're good and young, guess where they're going to want to go? They're going to want to go play in Europe.
Of course.
And so you worry about that a little bit. But imagine Major League Baseball being like, yeah, I'm just here to get my stripes so that I can go play in somewhere else, Europe or whatever. It is, that's kind of what you worry about. But, while you got to learn in sports, Benny, to enjoy what you have when you have it, right? Instead of worrying about, well, we're probably going to lose him to a team in Norway in a couple of years or whatever. Like his goal is to play bigger and better, I would imagine, at 19 years old.
I mean, I would think that there's a really good chance that Anders Dreyer is going to want to go back and, as well as he's played this year, get a chance with a European team or in his native Denmark, back with a professional side there. MLS is not the top level of international soccer. And if you have a player who's good enough to move up leagues, a lot of guys are going to want to do that at some point. So yes, we do have to kind of deal with that aspect. But with the Right to Dream Academy, you're going to be continuing to produce more young players who are going to be part, of your future, hopefully, that are indoctrinated in your style and your method coming up. And, the more time you have to do this, and you're starting already with such a great season.
Yep.
I think it's an incredible sign that SDFC is set up to be a perennial power and contender in MLS, just based on how they've done things so far.
Yeah, I agree, man. They're doing everything right now. Honestly, they're doing everything right. So obviously can't wait for this Monday, a week from yesterday.
A week from yesterday against Minnesota United at Snapdragon Stadium.
Yep.
They win that, then it's on to the Western Conference Finals, which would also be at Snapdragon Stadium. And then when that, it's on to the MLS championship game, which we don't know where that would be, because they wouldn't have home field against Philadelphia or a couple of the other teams. Miami, you didn't get to see Messi against SDFC this season, but the possibility still exists if they make it to the championship and Inter Miami makes it to the championship, which, remember, they didn't last year. They lost in the first round of the playoffs last year. But if they win it this year, who knows? Maybe those two sides could meet. You could see Dreyer against Messi, the top two MVP candidates, squaring off for the MLS championship. That would be a great story for MLS, and certainly one that would be hugely exciting for fans of SDFC if that would come to pass.
No doubt. But got to beat Minnesota first.
Correct.
Yep.
Mike Ibarra's not overlooking anything.
Correct.
All right, let's take a quick timeout.
We got to play the audio from yesterday. We'll just do it here. The
Shohei when we come back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The newest.
You're going to need to explain
the
to
newest.
Me. I didn't really go down the.
You didn't click on that
totally,
audio?
No, I haven't. I saw a mention of the story, and I kind of shook my head and went, "What's the deal here?"
Yeah.
Can you help me understand it when we come back?
No problem.
Shohei Ohtani, and it has to do with the Padres.
Yeah,
as well. All right, we'll do that. Final segment of Benna Woods coming up next on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Okay, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
This hour on 97 through the Fan brought to you by SD Collectibles. Get ready, sports and Pokemon collectors. SD Collectibles Card Show is back at Liberty Station with over 100 vendor tables this Saturday and Sunday. Find sports cards, Pokemon, memorabilia, and more. Visit sdcollectibles.com for info. That's sdcollectibles.com. SDSU basketball tonight, Viejas Arena, 7 o'clock against Troy. Looking forward to watching Magoon's return. We'll talk about that tomorrow morning, obviously, when we return at 6 a.m. But we wanted to play some audio for you. And we've determined, I believe, that it is from Steven Nelson, one of the play-by-play guys from the Dodgers.
Pretty good play-by-play guy. Pretty good.
Yeah, he sounds a little Joe Davis-like at times.
Everybody does.
But he's not Joe. We'll play it for you. It has to do with Shohei Ohtani and the Padres right after our last check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Might still see some scattered showers around parts of the county this morning, leaving us with some slip roadways. So want to still take it extra carefully out there, guys. Just a couple problems I need to point out here. One is a crash in Hillcrest southbound 163 past Washington Street. Looks like those vehicles are over the right shoulder. And we've got this collision on westbound King Freeway right before the 805 hit and run situation there. It's over the right shoulder. Oops, and looks like we have now reports of a collision on the Paradise Valley Road on-ramp to northbound 125. An important reminder about the upcoming holiday, whether it's a big road trip or just braving LA traffic to see the family for Thanksgiving. Make sure your car's ready with Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive for your oil change. No appointment needed. Find your nearest location and grab money-saving coupons at SoCalOilChange.com. That's SoCalOilChange.com. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben & Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All right, so this has to do with the incident between Shohei, the Padres, getting hit by Robert Suarez by the pitch.
It's crazy.
Mike Schultz, Dave Roberts, the whole benches clearing incidents between the Padres and Dodgers earlier this year.
It's crazy that there even needs to be discourse about this after the season and long after the incident has happened. I mean, we're talking what, 4 or 5 months later after that happened. It's crazy that there's discourse about it. It's also crazy because this stuff has been going on in baseball for 1,000, like since baseball started, this has been going on. But because Shohei is a very special player and, obviously a super freak, talented athlete, unicorn, it's going to continue to get talked about. And I just found it interesting yesterday, Benny. So Steven Nelson was on with ESPN LA, and for whatever reason, he was talking about Shohei and mentioned the Padres, and this is what he said.
Yeah, I'll give you something. When the next time you guys talk about the Dodgers-Padres rivalry, if you watch Shohei Ohtani at the start of every game, his first plate appearance, he walks to the plate and he tips his helmet to the opposing dugout, right? And then he does his salute. There is only one team and one manager that he stopped doing that for, and that was Mike Shilton, the San Diego Padres, after what happened at Dodger Stadium where they threw up and in and hit him with Suarez at 100 in the back. And, of course, he handled that with grace in the moment. He calmed the tempers for the Dodger dugout. Do not come out of here. Stay in. I'm fine. He laughed about it with Suarez at the All-Star game. But in the ensuing Dodger-Padres series after that, there was no more. There was no more pregame salute. And so I thought, so we talk about manners and respect. I think his understanding that respect is a two-way street. Once you cross that line, he is aware of it. And I thought that spoke volumes. He never said anything about it, nor will he ever.
You know who else?
But that silence says a lot.
This stupid voice.
Ooh.
You know who else didn't say a word about it? Fernando effing Tatis, who got dotted 3 times by your classy team full of manners. This has been going on in baseball for 100 years. Your pitchers throw at my superstar, I hit your superstar. I know a lot of Dodger fans are brand new to the game. It has nothing to do. I mean, like every superstar has been thrown at because the opposing pitcher hit our superstar. You go after my guy 3 times and hit him. He was hit 5 times in a 10-day span or something. Tatis was like, it was crazy. Yep. It was crazy how much they went at him.
I don't believe that.
But manners, bro.
Tatis didn't say a word.
I don't believe that the Dodgers threw inside at Fernando Tatis Jr. because they were disrespecting him. They throw at him inside because he's dangerous
it's respect,
and they respect him. I also believe that Robert Suarez threw at Ohtani on purpose
to protect his teammate.
But they also respected him as the best player on the other team. You don't hit the nobody on the other team. That makes no sense.
No, of course not.
You're actually, it's a sign of respect when your guy has gotten hit.
Let's
that
put
you
it this
choose this guy as the one we retaliate to. It's really the ultimate sign of baseball respect.
Let's put it this way:
to throw at a superstar player like that. I mean, it doesn't make it fun for Shohei Ohtani.
No, it sucks
for Shohei how he reacts.
Then tell your pitcher stop hitting Fernando.
If he wants to be mad at the Padres, that's fine. I wouldn't be happy that I got dotted, but I don't know. This is also some sort of
dude, like
grandiose, noble, like quiet protest by Shohei Ohtani that deserves
it's absurd.
A breakdown on radio stations in Los Angeles.
It's absurd. It's so absurd. And like after a team has just won again another World Series, this is what they're talking about. And again, let's put it this way: all the teams I've ever played on, you know who's never been thrown at intentionally? Me. Because I was never a good player. Never. No, let's get him. We got to get him out of there. No, dude. They go after the best of the best. And they have thrown at that kid, Fernando Tatis Jr., so many effing times. How many times do we come in here and go, when are we finally going to start protecting our star player? I've said it at least 100 times in 8 years, at least. I've said it to our managers before. I asked Mike Schilt, hey, man, Toddy spends a lot of time on his ass. I asked him at dinner, anybody ever going to do anything about that? I straight up did. Like, you're the best baseball player around, but you're not above the game. You're not above the game. You're not above getting drilled with a pitch because you're Shohei Ohtani. You're just not, Steven, and you know that. You know better.
You're not a saint.
No, you're not a saint. Nope. You are absolutely not. You're a mere mortal like the rest of them. And if you go 5 times at our superstar and we go at you once, and then you're going to S your pants and soil your diapers about it, this is what makes him so unlikable. It makes him so unlikable. I'm not going to tip my cap to you. BFD. Like, beat us on the field. You did. Congratulations. You guys are a great
That's
team.
a guy that's never been involved in any controversy or any sort of...
Oh, right. Exactly.
No,
I thought you meant Steven Nelson.
No.
Dude, this has been going on for 100 years, if not more. You get my guy, I'm coming to get your guy. You get my best player, I'm getting your best player. It may be childish, it may be foolish, but that's the way the game's always been played. And I think that's the way the game should be played. And I'll tell you what, I was really proud of Robert Torres for dotting Shohei Ohtani in the back with a fastball because, frankly, he deserved it. He deserved it. That's how the game is played. That's how it's always been played. That's how it should always be played.
I don't mind.
You're talking a 5-to-1 ratio here.
I don't mind that Ohtani played peacemaker there.
No, good for him.
Yeah,
that's his. That's his.
I think we said that the next morning.
We
He handled it
absolutely
great.
did. I think I even said, like, "Hey, man, totally diffused the situation," and he knew. Okay, it's coming, and I wore it, and he wore it like an absolute king, and walked down the first base.
It's odd though that he knew it was coming, handled it well,
and then didn't tip his
but then
cap.
decided to make a silent protest out of it in the future. They showed, if you were listening on the radio, that clip. They had found some online clips. I don't know that it proves anything, but they showed him tipping his cap to other teams, and then the next game or whenever it was against the Padres, not tipping his cap as he stepped, to lead off the game. To the dugout like he normally does. I don't know if that's a 100% conclusive. Will he do it next year? Honestly, I don't care.
I don't really either.
Don't care in the least
I really
bit.
don't either.
Tips your cap
I
at the
don't
dugout.
care.
Should we start a movement for the first game at Petco Park where the Dodgers are visiting? Everybody in attendance tips their cap when Ohtani walks up to the plate.
I mean, again, like, you respect Shohei Ohtani because of what he accomplishes on the baseball field. He's an outstanding baseball player, but I don't even like it is shining a light and attention on yourself, but like Shohei should know that's how the game's played. He should, if it's his right who he wants to tip his hat to, but baseball's always been played this way. You're special, but you're not more special than the game. And that's, I think, my biggest problem with it.
What makes you special is your ability.
Correct.
Outside of that, I can name dozens of other baseball players who are all really great people. I mean, Shohei seems like a fine guy for the most part, but he's not. Nothing besides his baseball ability makes him super special.
Right.
Don't try to sell that part of it. Just
Correct.
sell what's
Sell what we
there.
see. He's really good.
He is a remarkable unicorn style baseball talent.
Correct.
Who sleeps a lot and gets up and plays baseball. And does it really well, and then goes back to sleep.
What a dream that would be.
Hibernates 12 hours that he is not playing.
He's not
baseball,
sleeping. He's recovering.
And then he plays baseball, and he does it really well.
Yep.
Loves to watch international soccer at the wee morning hours.
Sometimes. Who amongst us?
Not Mother Teresa.
Correct.
He's a really good baseball player.
Yeah.
He takes tons of money and
it's just so
endorsements.
corny, dude. It's so corny. It's just the corniest narrative of all time. The Dodgers are a great team. There's been teams that have won more World Series than the Los Angeles Dodgers. They know how baseball's played up there. A lot of them do. You know how baseball's played. You get my guy, and you didn't just get my guy once. You kept getting my guy. And then your guy got. And you absolutely soil your diapers about it. That's the Dodger way. That's the Dodger way.
I think it gives them
And
some
look who their boss is. I mean, look who their manager is.
It gives them some sort of perceived moral high ground.
That's
that
it.
They
The
believe
perceived moral high
They
ground.
believe none of their pitchers were really trying to hit Fernando Tatis Jr. They were just trying to throw extremely inside to Fernando Tatis Jr. But Robert Torres definitely was trying to hit Shohei Ohtani.
Sure.
I don't think baseball players really see much of a delineation. If you constantly throw inside at someone, whether or not you're trying to hit them,
Doesn't
and then
matter.
you hit them a bunch of times,
Right.
that's the same as throwing at someone.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you intentionally hit them or not. You throw inside constantly, you hit someone many times. It's as bad or worse than just one time where you throw at them and hit them in the back. And that's it. It's done. In fact, it's much more dangerous to do what the Dodgers do to Tatis. Throw in and up at his wrists
Every
constantly.
time.
The place where you most easily get injured by a hit by pitch rather than just throwing right at someone's back
You know,
once.
and believe me, there's a part of me sometimes that watches this team and I go, man, I wish we would just go full heel, just full heel, like those old, like the Broad Street Bullies. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like I wish that there was a toughness to this team that it was like, no, yeah, we absolutely did that. On
Drill a
purpose.
guy and then walk right at him.
And we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. If you keep going at our guys, we're going to defend our guys. And honestly, embarrassingly enough, as a Padre fan, That's one of the first times I've seen somebody defend Tatis ever. And it took 7 years, honestly. Like, that was one of the first times I can remember a guy going, all right, I've had enough.
Almost everybody cares about what people think and how they're perceived. So it's hard to just lean into the heel.
It is.
Role.
It's real. I mean, the Dodgers have had the hardest time being the evil empire of any team that I've ever seen ever. They've won the back-to-back World Series. And all they do
the Padres had a hard time hitting Ohtani. It took forever before they actually did it because no one really wants to be seen as the bad guy.
And I'll tell you, man, like the last 2 years, they've won these World Series and they go on these media tours, just blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, man, if we ever win one, I just can't wait to celebrate. I don't want to talk about who we just beat. I just want to celebrate and have a great time and be the evil empire that you are. That's what I've always, every time I argue with Dodger fans online, I'm like, bro, you're the evil empire. Wear it. Be Darth Vader. You didn't see Darth Vader like, hey, I'm sorry. I really need to talk about the rebel forces right now because it's really bothering me, my anxiety.
Kind of
be Darth Vader all the way.
Kind of did in the other movies, though.
Yeah, the later ones.
They
those were
expanded on that
made
a
up.
bit. I know.
Those were made up.
All guests on Ben Woods appear on the David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro criminal defense attorneys helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com.
Jeez, why are you guys mad? We just built a Death Star. What's everybody upset about? That was a good line.
For Paulie, for Woods, I'm Ben. Have a great rest of your Tuesday on the Fan.